Back is, it took me 2 days to get better, but it's doing better. I can actually walk.
The breaking news, though, is not Froggy's back. Where's Roxanne? Roxanne's not here. Any idea? Hey, Coop.
She texted that she might be a little late due to she's waiting for somebody to come watch her kids.
The breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The GOAT. Is that a sheep or a goat I'm doing?
You got to do what
it's
that one thing, the clip that he likes to play.
The screaming goat.
The screaming goat.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, of course, the busting news yesterday with Tom Brady tweeting out that he's coming back. Tom Brady coming back another season.
Has he been gone long enough for us to really
Appreciate him coming back?
really miss him?
Hey, guys, don't forget what we've said on the show. After he, quote-unquote, retired before the Super Bowl, remember? We had a lot of discussions about Tom Brady, and one of the things that we said on the show was, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. A lot of chatter that, he might go to the San Francisco 49ers. Could he go to the Miami Dolphins? Coop, you pulled the audio from even last week, right?
Yeah.
All right, folks.
You guys knew this entire time.
All right, remember, if you're a listener of the MJ Morning Show regularly, earlier last week, you heard this. Remember, we were talking about Gronkowski. Remember rumors about Gronkowski, that he's going to go to the Buffalo Bills. Then there was a story that Gronkowski he's going to go to the Rams. Listen, last week, ladies and gentlemen, on the MJ Morning Show, Roll It Coop. Yeah, and of course, the story that Gronkowski's going to sign with the Bills for his last year in the NFL, and then, he's going to sign with the Rams. As I've said all along, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. I think it's a possibility that a bombshell will be dropped and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
How would he do that for his legacy, though?
I'm telling you, don't rule it out. Ladies and gentlemen.
Why would he do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
This is, I got a weird opinion about this.
Was the whole thing premeditated? Was it just, to screw with everybody? Was it to just build up this, oh my God, Tom Brady's retiring. Oh my God. And then to make a big announcement, he's coming back. Was this a snap decision? Was this planned? Was this all part of some master plan to retire, then unretire? Listen, I don't think you can rule anything out, but I just want to be very clear that the MJ Morning Show, we've said this numerous times, that it is not out of the realm of possibility that Tom Brady could unretire, come back to the Bucs with this bombshell announcement, and look what's happened.
I think at the end of the season, you're in a bad mood, so that's a terrible time to make plans for the future. After you lose the game and you're not going to go to the Super Bowl, you feel like garbage.
All right, so that's like sort of if you're angry, think about what you're going to say before you say it, because you could say something you could regret.
You know what I think?
Like with a spouse, with a girlfriend,
Sure.
or, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Tom Brady reminds me a lot of my 7-year-old. It's all about him.
That's
he needs all the attention.
Luke, right?
Yes, and he loves to be the center of attention constantly. That's Tom Brady.
No. You guys are
I
way
think he
off
missed the spotlight for 2 months.
No. You're way off base on all of this. This is the dark side of being married to a supermodel.
I can't take her anymore.
A couple of months of nothing but her is like, holy cow.
Or maybe she can't take him.
Tom, what you want to do now? You want to go run on the beach or watch a movie? Oh, jeez. I got to go back to work.
I want to go get beat up.
Help me save a turtle.
Please help me with the turtle, Tom. Wake up.
I'd rather have 400-pound linemen chasing me.
Yes.
Listen, I'm opposite of you guys, because I was like, I don't care that he's gone. I don't care that he's gone. And now that he's back, I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't live without you.
I just want to be very clear that we brought up this possibility numerous times on the MJ Morning Show. So, again, do not discount what is said on the MJ Morning Show. All right, just getting rolling. Froggy, you got your game show today?
Yo, yes, I do. Not me, but Hal Herman.
Also, I want to find out about your debilitating injury. Hold on. Back in a minute. We got a loaded show today. It is the MJ broadcast here on Q105. Primeline Cap. 6:19. Yeah, if you heard me at the very beginning of the show, I said, 5:00 something going into the first commercial break, and it's not 5:00.
Last week, this time it was.
No, it was still 6. Yeah, I never would have said 5 something at the opening of the show.
It's all very confusing.
No,
It confuses me.
It's not that confusing. No, last week I would have not said we're not on the air at 5 o'clock, so I would have never said that. No, the clock was not. One of the clocks was not changed in here, so I guess I just read the clock before.
Right.
Oh, Pat, the traffic guy, came down and said, "Hey, by the way, you said it was 5:08," and I'm like, "Oh, geez." I looked at the clock to my left, and that wasn't changed. So I hope I didn't freak anyone out. It is 6:20 now. And if you did not change any clocks, then you might have the wrong time showing.
I know multiple people who I talked to yesterday who didn't know the time changed.
Wow.
Didn't know the time changed at all?
Yeah.
Really?
I have a clock in here that I didn't change from the last time change, and
Yep.
since there was a time change over the weekend, it's back to the regular time.
Nice.
So-
That's the way to do it.
Wait, there's a clock in the little producer's booth that was not changed back in November?
The entire time, I was an hour behind. That whole last time change, I think it was an hour behind or whatever it was.
So now it's right
and
again.
now it's fixed again.
Yay. It's
You
all
don't have
right
to do
again.
math anymore.
Yeah. Of course, the big news today, as we open the show with, is Tom Brady's back, which was always a possibility. We had always mentioned that Tom Brady could unretire. There was a list of teams that he could possibly go to, and of course, coming back to the Bucs, unretiring and saying, "Okay, I'll play another season with the Bucs." It was always a possibility, as I played that audio bite for you at the opening of the show. Again, one of our predictions numerous times, including last week, we predicted that Tom Brady could come back to the Buccaneers. All right, we'll get to that later on. Froggy, how's your back, man?
It's all right. I still have a bunch of knots back there. I just had Fester feel it.
You were out. Froggy was not here on Friday. In fact, kind of screwed with show content because
I'm so sorry.
Well, we promoted your bit. Hey, do you still have the
I was ready to
promo,
go.
or is that already erased, Coop? Do you have that?
I overwrote it with the one over the weekend.
Nah, that's all right. Yeah. So we even had a promo on Thursday. Ran all day Thursday for Friday morning. Hey, Froggy's back. Brand new game show. Technically, it's your little character, Hal Herman, whatever.
He was supposed to show up. I mean, you know what's crazy? He has a bad back at the same time as me.
Oh, that's nuts.
Isn't
That's
that weird?
Oh, so Hal Herman was supposed to show up,
But his back is messed up, too.
even though you were not here on Friday with your bad back. It turns out, coincidentally, that Hal Herman threw out his back as well.
Yeah, same exact time as me.
Maybe the cold weather was bothering both your joints and back.
How about the erectile dysfunction? Does he have the same issue?
We both have been suffering for that for years, but we have help.
Guys,
Penis pumps.
What'd you say?
nothing.
Nothing.
Moving on. I watched the Hal Herman behind the music, and he had a serious Vicodin problem for a
Hal
while.
Herman behind the music.
Yeah.
He had a pill problem for a while, but he's doing better.
He's doing better.
He's doing better.
All right.
What happened to your back? Because weren't you complaining already last week that you took off Friday, but on Thursday, didn't you have the beginnings?
Yes. It happens every couple of years. My lower back, it's called my sciatica. Do you know what that is?
Do you mean sciatica?
Sciatica, I guess the C silent.
Sciatica?
And
What do you take, Sky Rizzy for that?
take sciatica.
What is that song from the Sky Rizzy commercial?
Oh,
It'll be
it's magic?
feeling every day.
No, it's
No, that's
Ozempic.
that's Ozempic.
Oh.
Ozempic.
Yeah. Ozempic. That's Ozempic, which I don't know what the hell that drug does, but they're using the magic song for that. But no, Sky Rizzy has that. Coop, can you find the Sky Rizzy song?
That's not. Is that an original song?
I think it might be. I don't think I'll have to Shazam it, but I don't think that's a real song. I think it's a
Wasn't
a jingle to make it sound like a real song.
Wasn't it inspired by a real song about something being magic?
It sounds.
No. That was we've moved on. It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
All right,
Ozempic.
Rox, are you listening to the show?
No.
Do you listen to this program?
I'm listening to the program
I just
on
explained
the radio,
this.
so I have a 20-second delay.
Ozempic, that's after magic. I just said that.
Okay.
Yeah, Sky Rizzy. Coop, do you have Sky Rizzy?
I have a commercial from 2019.
That's fine. Let me roll.
I have moderate to severe plaque.
No, but is the jingle in here? Because if Froggy says he has sciatica and not sciatica, Want to know if he's got Sky Rizzy in the medicine
I
cabinet.
need some.
Because I'm thinking that Sky Rizzy is good for Skyratica or whatever the hell it is.
No, what's good for my sciatica is a heating pad.
It's sciatica.
Sciatica, whatever. It's
It's
a
not, like
heating
an,
pad.
it's not like an old person thing, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
my sciatica's acting
Well, if you think back, I
up.
initially heard it like 10 years ago while I was kayaking.
You were skyacking?
Yes.
He was skyyaking. He's a
Wait.
skyyaker.
How did you hurt it? Like with the oar?
No, just getting out of it was a wrong movement, getting out of the kayak. I didn't hit my back with the oar.
No,
No,
I hate to be picky, guys, but I don't think you kayak with an oar. I think it's a paddle.
whatever.
Yeah, I think an oar is in a rowboat.
What do you know about kayaking
I think
anyway?
an oar is where it's like in that little bracket and clip,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's like
Oh,
connected,
okay.
whereas a paddle is not connected to a.
People knew what I was talking about.
Oh, or they.
Yeah, Coop, do you have the drug for his sciatica?
So I think it is a song, like an actual song.
You do?
Yeah.
I roll. Let me hear it.
This is at the end of the commercial.
All right.
Ask your dermatologist about Sky Rizzy.
Yeah, you know, there's a longer version out there, but that kind of fits the bill for now. I don't think that's a real song.
No, that's a commercial song, I think.
Go ahead. Do you have Shazam on your phone?
Nobody has Shazam.
Everyone has Shazam.
You just say Siri to listen to it.
All right, ask Siri to listen to that and let us know if that's a real song.
Hey,
All right.
what is this song?
He's talking to.
Boss, or if you plan to or recently received.
She's not going to hear it on your headphones.
Yeah,
The song is Sky Rizzy.
Put your headphones
let
on
us
me,
know
Coop.
what Siri says. Is your back to normal?
No, it's still kind of messed up. I've got a bunch of knots. You want to feel them?
I don't feel your knots.
So Froggy comes up to me backing up. He's like, feel my back.
Only knots I want to feel are some delicious New York pizzeria garlic knots.
Right.
Those
You
are
put
the
those
only,
in your mouth.
Yeah.
But mine, I got like 20 right now.
You want knots in your mouth? Have you ever had good garlic knots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She
Pizza
said-
Hut.
She's had
has
all
them.
kinds of good knots in her mouth.
No, but good garlic knots are great.
So have you, Fester,
I have.
and
I
you're
have.
here to prove it.
Listen, that's how I can speak to them.
All right, so what are we going to say, Frog?
I don't know. Fester was talking about my knots because he felt them.
Well, MJ started talking about food knots. Now we're totally sidetracked. I forgot we're even talking about you.
you were
and if you're-
rubbing my knots.
And if you're ever out in California, don't think that Disneyland is the only place to go. You also have Knott's Berry Farm.
oh, that
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm.
And
MJ, do you want to rub my knot?
I don't want to rub your knot.
No. I'm just not going to talk about my favorite Three's Company character.
Don Knotts?
Don Knotts.
Oh, jeez.
The best. The best.
All right, let's just stop.
Then the
with
Furleys came in and ruined everything.
Everything.
Let's just stop with this garbage, will you please? You know what I have over here? All right, so Froggy, we're going to do your new game show with Hal Herman. It happens at
Yes, Hal's on his way.
7:45.
Okay.
Hey, what did we promote today? What was our... Oh, that's right. We promoted the game show, right? Take Two.
We promoted it again, yeah.
That's right. So we promoted your game show that
really
Froggy...
relying on Hal,
Yeah,
huh?
we said we said hopefully Froggy's going to be back with his new Hal Herman game show. 7:45, folks. Stand by. Early morons of the news coming up in just a moment. And I got a great pile today. It is a Roxanne and Fester. Froggy's back. Coop, our producer. We're just over an hour away. Just a shade over an hour away from Froggy and Hal Herman. Can you give us a little, before I get into the morons in the news, the early edition here, can you give me a little hint? Can you give us a little...
It's a audience participation, sort of like 8-Bit Hit is.
Audience participation game show. So
yes, where they're going to call up.
We're going to have listeners call in.
Yes,
All right.
And
They'll
we're
be
gonna-
happy about that because they were really missing that last week.
Yes. Well, you guys didn't do it last week?
Do we have a name for this game?
Yes.
Yeah, what's the new one?
It's called...
You don't have a name, do you?
Well, I have a couple names. Let me know what you think.
We have a couple of working titles.
Yes.
What are they?
You want to go through them now or later?
We'll go through them later.
Okay.
Let me get into the morons of the news. Man, big giant pile. This weekend was just a nutso weekend for morons in the news. Largo cab driver attacked by hatchet-wielding passenger.
Whoa.
That's called like any day of the week in Largo, isn't it?
God. Hey, Coop, how is life in Largo after you move from Thenona Sassa?
You know, it really teaches you how to survive the streets.
Get out of here. Largo's not that bad.
I'm just saying.
Life on the streets, Largo.
I know.
I fear for my life more in Largo than anywhere else around here.
Oh,
Come on.
Coop.
Are you serious?
Have you been on Olmerton past 10:30 p.m.?
Yes.
Yes.
Over the years, on occasion, yes.
Probably 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I'll take you guys on a nice drive, and I'll show you the deep ends of Largo.
Okay.
Coop does seem like he's toughened up since he's moved to Largo.
You think so?
Yeah, he carries a knife with him now, and
He does?
yeah,
No, he doesn't.
Coop, you carry a knife?
Roxanne, you weren't supposed to say anything.
He carries a hatchet like this guy in the back of a cab. So the Largo police, they arrested a guy who asked a cab driver, I guess, did he say, let me ask you a question or something? This guy attacked a cab driver with a hatchet. Cops say 64-year-old Robert Anderson Forsyth, homeless dude. You know,
Where'd he get a hatchet?
yeah, probably Home Depot.
Where'd he get a cab?
Probably
Homeless
off
guy.
the street.
Hey.
Homeless guy with a hatchet. You know, that's not a good combination, is it? Unless he was using the hatchet to chop down trees for firewood.
Yeah.
That's still a violation of probably several laws.
Yeah, maybe so.
You can't chop down trees in the city of Largo.
Homeless guy riding in the cab when the driver asked him to pay the $31.80 fare.
All right.
Well, if a guy's homeless, it might be an issue. I mean, if he's homeless, he might have just general all-around money issues and might not have the $31.80 to pay for the taxi fare. When the cab driver said to the homeless guy in the back, hey, that'll be $31.80, this Forsyth dude, the homeless guy, pulled out a hatchet from his backpack and held it to the driver's neck.
Okay.
And then demanded to be let out at 49th Street North.
he had the foresight to have a hatchet with him if he didn't have enough money.
He had the Forsyth?
Forsyth.
Cops said that the driver tried to defend himself but suffered 2 to 3 inch gashes on his right hand.
Ah, poor guy.
Oh, my God. This Forsyth guy, I guess he didn't have the foresight, Mr. Forsyth, that he was going to be arrested, taken into custody shortly after he hatcheted the guy, shortly after he said to the taxi driver, let me ask you a question. Charged with robbery with a deadly weapon, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. This dude's in trouble. So, Largo.
Don't they call it Larghetto?
What?
Isn't it like, don't they call it Larghetto?
Larghetto? I've never heard
I've heard
that.
that.
Okay, so
Oh, you've heard that?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
And my
Larghetto.
mom used to live there, so I can say it.
Hold on, your mom used to
Yeah.
live in Largo, and she called it Larghetto?
I mean, she didn't, but I mean, I can call it that because I have family who lived there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait, what?
MJ,
Yeah,
I've heard Larghetto before.
gotcha.
And
I'm sure Coop hears it on the streets every day.
I mean, as he's cruising,
I think
this-
that's what the welcome sign says, right?
Welcome to Larghetto.
I thought so.
Come on. Can't be that bad.
Yeah, Fester, what?
more Largo stories. A woman uses a cooking pan to hit a man in the head.
Oh, my. God.
This has been a nonstop weekend. Forget about just For Morons in the News, MJ. For Morons in the News in the hamlet of Largo.
Dude, it's Largo mania. What is
It's
this?
almost like the new Villages.
What is this now? So this lady is facing charges after cops say she whacked a guy over the head with a cooking pan early on Saturday?
Was it pre or post bacon making? Which pan did she use?
I don't know. Let me ask you a question there, Skillet. Ows!
Because it might hurt more with the grease, but also might be delicious.
So you're talking about a delicious assault with a metal frying pan? Is that it? Largo cops called to a home around 3:20 in the morning. And nothing good happens at 3:20 in the morning. And they were called because there was a report of a domestic violence situation. The Largo cops, they show up, and there's a dude outside, and the police report says that, quote, there were clear visible marks and a scratch approximately 7 inches long
It's pretty specific.
on the complainant's arm. Cops spoke to the woman, 21-year-old Madison Spencer, and she said that the guy would not leave me alone, according to the police report. Spencer grabbed the cooking pan from the kitchen and apparently whacked the guy numerous times in order to try to escape. It's like that.
Can Largo win an award for unconventional weapons?
Axes,
Hatchets, frying
frying
pans.
pans. Frying pan, man. That's out of an old cartoon. Yeah. I wonder if the guy got that big old lump on his head. You know,
Yeah, it
goes,
just pops up.
you get that giant lump. It's like a wiener that pops up
Yeah.
on your head.
And it's like a heartbeat. It's
And then they push it down.
Yeah.
Don't they?
And they make the slide whistle sound.
All right, so the mayor of Largo has a press conference scheduled for later today talking about how gun violence is down in the city,
Are you serious?
but hatchet violence and frying pan violence.
I see you making this. No
Through the roof!
There's no press conference, is there?
People of Largo have put their weapons, their guns
Is
down.
there even a mayor of Largo?
I was gonna say. You read my mind.
Of
I was
course
like,
there is.
Is there?
There would have to be, right?
Who's the mayor of Largo?
Mayor of Largo, Florida.
It's
Hold
probably
on.
like a cat or something.
Is it
Woody Brown?
Mayor Woody Brown? Mayor Woody Brown is proud that the Largonians' gun violence is down. However, frying pan violence is through the roof.
And hatchets.
Hatchets.
Lots of hatchets.
Unfortunately, hatchet incidents are up 10,000% in 2022.
Yeah, we got to have the mayor of Largo on to talk about all the bizarre, crazy stories and what does he plan to do about it in Largo.
You're going to outlaw hatchets and frying pans.
That's some crazy stuff. Man, this is not. Speaking of crazy, a St. Pete guy was driving 93 miles an hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. Did you see this? Guy from St. Petersburg, he was arrested driving 93 in a 30. That is over 3 times the speed limit. This happened on the Memorial Causeway. The Clearwater police say that Mark Anthony Wilson,
Now, wait a minute.
he's from...
Wait a minute. What you say now? What is this man's name?
I need to know.
I need to know his name right now. My name is Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony Wilson.
Oh, the Wilson. Throws me off.
He's from the Wilson side of the
yes,
family.
the other side of the family.
Can you believe this guy was driving 93 in a 30? Imagine a 30. That's like a residential neighborhood speed. What, 25
Yeah.
or 30? Most residentials, I guess, are 25 these days. But I remember around the Tampa Bay area, in Tampa, remember residentials used to be 30.
A lot of the through streets in residences,
Right,
residential number
But
35.
even the residential side streets, like my neighborhood in South Tampa used to be 30. And then, what was it, back in the late 90s, I think they lowered the speed to 25.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to figure out. So
Yeah.
he was on the Memorial Causeway. Where is it 30 on the causeway? Unless it's like an on ramp or like an off ramp or where it's curving. I don't I don't know where
Okay.
it would only be 30.
A better question would be, where is it 95?
Well, I mean, if it's 60.
Okay, fine. It's 50. He's still doing double.
Now, it says the Memorial Causeway. It does not say the Courtney Campbell.
Memorial Causeway is out
Where
in Clearwater.
is
Yeah,
that?
so don't think that it's it's not.
I was picturing Courtney Campbell.
Yeah, I don't think it's Courtney Campbell. It's the Memorial Causeway. Isn't that the bridge that goes over near the aquarium? Isn't that the Memorial
Yeah.
Causeway, right?
The Clearwater Marine Aquarium's there. It's,
Right.
It's
Okay.
the It's from downtown Clearwater to the beach, Clearwater
Yeah.
beaches.
Yeah, that's the Memorial Causeway. It wasn't the Courtney Campbell
Oh,
Causeway.
I was putting together like the
Yeah.
Courtney Campbell
No.
Memorial.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay, I see where it was. So he was just on that bridge
good
to
thing
go
we're
over
not
to Clearwater
drawing-
Beach.
This
Yeah.
guy was talking to the cops, and he said that he was speeding to show his brother how fast his car was. I don't
It's
think,
honest.
I don't think that's going to buy you any sympathy from the cops.
Maybe the judge. I mean, he is being honest.
Guy was booked into the Pinellas County Jail racing on a highway. Dude's in trouble. 93 miles an hour in a 30. Mark Anthony.
Yes, please.
I
I can't believe my cousin was driving so fast.
No, Mark Anthony Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Yeah, Mark Anthony Wilson.
It's not-
Yeah,
not
Is it,
not
Mark, is this
Anthony.
bien or no bien?
No bien.
No,
please.
no bien.
The Latino Skeletor does not agree with this.
Hey, how about the meth guy? Did you see this meth guy? This is nuts.
Tell me about it, please.
All right, hold on a minute. I got to continue with early morons in the news because it just gets better from here. Folks, I'm telling you, man, it gets really cranked in a minute and literally gets cranked in a minute here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't move, folks. Up on 7 o'clock. And I tell you, if I had 5 people send me the story, it was more like 25 people send me the story. Roxanne, every one of the crew, Fester sent me this, Coop sent me this, you sent me this, I sent me this. I've had a whole bunch of...
You sent you this?
I did. I had a whole bunch of listeners send me this. And this is why we call it Morons in the News. Insane. Another local story making national news. You realize that this is being picked up and morning shows all over the country are going to be talking about this morning.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorites.
It's not just Tom Brady coming back. It's not like Tom Brady is unretiring. We're going to have a lot of Tampa Bay area driven stories that are going to be mentioned on radio stations and morning shows all over the country. One of the top items is going to be Tom Brady unretiring, right?
Sure.
And then when it comes to the idiot stories, when it comes to the morons in the news stories, Florida man asks cops to test his meth.
Right here in Spring Hill.
Yeah, Fester's just walking back in. I just said that everyone on the crew sent me the story last night.
I saw Meth Man, and I'm like, if you can't rely on the police for that, what can you rely on the police for? So he made the right call.
This guy buys meth, and he was concerned that maybe it wasn't actually meth. Now, let's get this straight. You buy illegal methamphetamine. You have a suspicion that maybe it wasn't meth and that you got hoodwinked. What do? Of course, you call the cops to have them test the meth you bought to make sure that the meth is actually meth.
Well, they've got the kits to do it, right?
It just happened before.
God, it has.
Like weed and stuff.
Well, you've had police departments like jokingly put up on their Facebook page. We've seen this story multiple times. We probably talked about this several times, over the years as well, where a police department will say, hey, if you have any concern whether your drugs are authentic, just bring it down to the police station and we'll test your drugs to make sure that it's the real deal and not counterfeit. And this has happened. This is sort of an old, police department yuck social media game they play. Oh, speaking of Speaking of testing stuff,
We could use the police
God,
right
Froggy.
now to test this.
Listen,
studio.
I'm in pain here. I got to medicate.
Froggy,
My back issues are
dude,
just.
you just walked in and you smell like a grow house
back.
on
It's my
fire.
back.
Is
Listen.
that good for your back?
Oh, I feel
Does
so
it
much
help?
better.
You smell like a grow house on fire.
Come feel my knot.
No, I'm not.
Coop, come here. Feel this
take
knot.
take a whiff of Froggy. What do you
Feel my knot.
Oh my God.
I feel medicated now.
Oh my God.
Just got some good medication.
Hey, it is Monday, by the way. So, speaking about the Florida guy asking cops to test his meth.
6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream.
Yeah, you were.
I thought I heard MJ talk about crystal methamphetamine.
Yeah, you did. We're talking about this local nut job.
It's just another meth lab Monday. The crooks are on the run day. The cops are gonna come day. It's gonna be a fun day.
In Spring Hill.
Just another meth lab Monday.
Oh my God.
All right, funny you should mention about the police department
Yeah.
and their fake solicitations
Little
for
social media posts. Yeah.
coronavirus first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really knew how to react. So the Merrill Police Department out of Wisconsin,
Merrill, Wisconsin?
yes, they
Okay.
put up on their Facebook page, warning, if you have recently purchased meth, it may be contaminated with coronavirus.
Oh,
Please bring it to the Merrill Police Department so that we may test it for free.
bring your meth to us. We'll make sure that your meth is not methed up with coronavirus.
Can coronavirus live in meth?
If you're not comfortable going into an office setting, please request an officer come to your house and they will test it there.
Hey, they'll come here, honey.
Oh, get them on the phone.
Let's do it because I'll sort of worry about this stuff.
911, what's your emergency?
Oh yeah, I just got all this meth and I'm just so concerned that
Tell them that it looks kind of funny.
it looks really funny and it might have the coronavirus in
Sir,
it.
are you concerned that your methamphetamine might be contaminated with coronavirus? Is that it?
I'm very concerned.
Okay. What's your address? Oh, we don't need your address because the minute you call 911, it pops up on the screen.
Oh,
we'll send an officer right over with a test kit to see if your meth is all
Has the vid.
frigged up with the COVID.
My tooth just fell out.
Did it really?
That was
Let me
that.
get that. Sorry, I drink out that for you. Here, one second.
My tooth just hit the floor.
Hey, if my officer brings a Sharpie, can he connect all the dots on your wife's face, all the scabs on there and everything?
That's our favorite foreplay.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Turns out to be a map of Hawaii if you look at it.
There's my beautiful wife right there.
That's right. My name is Lurleen.
No,
She's
that's-
gorgeous.
No, that's Orion's belt.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
I've got an Orion meth scab belt on my forehead.
I got the Big Dipper on my inner left thigh.
We call
I've
it
got Cassiopeia on my
the
butt.
constellation of meth marks.
By the way, you see the
right.
date on this? The date that this Wisconsin Police Department said, hey, come on by, we'll test your meth, make sure it doesn't have corona. This was in the beginning. That was February 27th of 2020 is when they posted that. Was it the Lurleen, Wisconsin Police
It's
Department?
the Merrill, Police Department.
Merrill.
All right, let me go back to the local dude here.
Yeah, because this actually gets better. Why he wanted to test it.
This guy purchased meth and he thought that he got duped. He thought he got rooked. He thought that he was sold bath salts instead of real methamphetamine.
See, he's too bougie for bath
Yeah.
salts. Too highbrow.
Called the cops and asked them to test his meth. And of course, this guy was then subsequently arrested on a bunch of drug charges. According to police investigators, Thomas Colucci, 41 years old, dialed 911, requested that a sheriff's deputy come to his home in Spring Hill and test his meth. He explained that he needed someone to test the methamphetamine that he just bought. When deputies met with this Colucci genius, he explained that he purchased the meth from a man at a local bar, but after using some of the meth, this brain surgeon, Colucci, became concerned that the substance was bath salts.
I feel kind of funny. I want to bite someone's face off right now.
Which, of course, bath salts are this synthetic doohickey. Cops say that Colucci described himself as an experienced drug user who knew what it should feel like. He told the cops, hey, listen, man, I'm a meth expert. I know what meth should feel like, and this is not feeling like meth. Can you come over, test my meth?
Hey, I know a thing or two about this.
I have the urge to eat human flesh right now. I don't know what that means.
You got to
Guys,
be kidding me.
He's Italian. You don't have to do.
No. It doesn't matter if I'm Italian. I'm a meth
Wait
guy.
a minute, is he Thomas Colucci from the Colucci brothers?
Hey, it's me, Thomas Colucci.
Hey, the Colucci's is Spring Hill there.
The Colucci brothers, they're up in Spring Hills now, but they used to be up there in Staten Island.
You know, it's
where
funny.
They used to be.
You know, back in the day, some developer who built a bunch of houses in Spring Hill only advertised it in New York. So if you travel around Spring Hill, there's a wildly disproportionate amount of New Yorkers in Spring Hill.
Like you're telling me like this, like I don't know.
I'll stay away.
I know you know, but
Yeah.
we also talk to people in the cast who may not know.
Why are you talking like that?
That sounds like Boston.
Yeah,
dude.
They're from all over.
Why you
They're from all
why you
over.
mixing Boston in there?
Hey.
You got a Southie accent in there.
Hey, you over here, over here.
No, that's
You know
true.
what that means?
That's true. A lot of New York moved to Spring Hill.
Spring Hill. I'm like, why did you move here? And she's like, I saw an article in the paper and it looked nice. Now there's these damn sinkholes. They didn't tell us about that. What the hell's that all about?
Colucci's a meth expert. Said, nah, this isn't meth. Calls the cops. They come to his place. they test the meth. What kind of a moron is this guy? I mean, this is why it's morons. We ought to just use this guy's mugshot from now on. Instead of like saying morons in the news on our website, we'll just put this guy's mugshot. Thomas Colucci.
Thomas Colucci.
I hope this guy sobers up and like 10 years from now can laugh about this. But how do you even tell people that story? Like, yeah, I called the cops to come to my house when I was doing meth.
To check it.
The cops show up. The deputies show up, and he hands them 2 baggies with this crystalline type substance inside, and he hands them the baggies like they're going to test the meth and then tell them yay or nay and just what? Hand it back to him and say, nope, you're good. No, it's meth. All right, have a nice day, sir. Thanks for calling.
This can go right in your arm, sir. No problems.
Okay, here's the deal. If it's
Thanks for calling the Hernando County Sheriff's Office. Glad to be of service to you.
if it's not meth, what's the crime?
Well,
If it's bath salts, then he has a controlled substance.
I don't
Right?
know.
I mean,
Art.
if it's not meth, if I say, officer, I think I have bad meth, and I am not in possession of meth.
What is the ruling on bath salts? Now,
Bath salts is a controlled
Well,
substance.
I
It's
think-
class something or other
Is it?
drug.
hang on, I think I think it depends on the chemical composition of the bath salts.
Well, I mean, if it's from Bath and Body, then yeah, it's
Well,
fine. But
because
if it's from
folks were
straight-
buying bath salts from like seedy convenience store gas stations.
I mean,
Can you? Why don't you do me a favor? Can you look that up quickly? Give us, because we must disseminate proper, correct information here. What is the ruling
especially
on?
when it comes to this.
Yeah. Give me the ruling on bath salts. All right, finishing up with this Colucci moron. Cops say that Colucci described himself as an experienced drug user who knew how it should feel to take meth, handed the deputies the baggies, and they tested the meth. Now, Colucci said he did not want other consumers to purchase the fake meth from the dealer in the bar.
hey, Colucci on your side
You
for
know,
good drugs.
Why did he call 8 on your side?
Yeah.
He could have called like Better Call Benkin or something.
This is a new feature for Channel 8. Instead of blasting his mugshot on your website, WFLA, you should hire him, and you better call Colucci. He'll come out and he'll test your drugs.
If you have 3 grams or less, it is a first-degree misdemeanor of bath salts.
Bath salts?
And if
All
you
right.
are in possession of 3 or more grams, then it's third-degree felony.
What
Interesting.
about if you're in possession of golden grams?
What
What's
if
the
you have a
story
really
there?
big tub?
That's
For your bath salts.
If your nickname is Golden Graham, you are very popular in jail.
Colucci wanted deputies to put the person in trouble. He said, quote, I want you to put the person in trouble that was selling me these defective, fraudulent meth crystals, which I think are bath salts.
All right, so the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, they did do a field test, MJ.
They did.
And the test confirmed.
Right. The field test of the provided material in the little baggies showed that it did contain meth, according to the Hernando County Sheriff's Office. And because the deputies went out to test the substance, which the guy did not think it was the meth he purchased, but some kind of bath salt, when it tested positive for meth, he was arrested on felony drug possession charges, and he also had some misdemeanor charges whacked at him because he had drug paraphernalia as well. He was released from the county jail on $7,000 bond. By the way, this Colucci genius was convicted in 2019 of drunkenly slamming his SUV into another vehicle near a Spring Hill residence.
Okay.
Yeah, cops charged that as Colucci sped away from that incident, that he struck a pickup truck that was getting gas. The driver who was outside the vehicle was knocked to the ground. The passenger inside was transported to the hospital by ambulance with neck and head injuries and back injuries. And when confronted by the cops on that incident, Colucci, whose blood alcohol content was measured at twice the legal limit, said, "Look, I've been drinking. I don't know what you want from me." That's a quote from his prior police report.
He sounds like a very honest guy.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the cops.
So, look, I've been drinking. What do you want from me? After he bashes into a car at a gas station filling up gas?
Officer, you might know me from the Better Call Colucci segment on the TV where I test your drugs. What do you want from me, eh?
Oh, my God. He pleaded no contest to DUI, leaving the scene of an accident. He was sentenced to a year's probation and had to undergo outpatient substance abuse.
Man.
My God. And now the same bonehead 3 years later is calling the Hernando County Sheriff's Office to come test his meth to make sure it's real and not bath salts because some dude named Spanky at a local bar, I don't know if that was his name.
No, it was Spanky. You're right.
Some dude sold him meth, which he thought was not actually meth. Man, this guy, he must have been high when he called 911.
But not the
Yeah.
right kind of high because
Yeah.
he's an experienced meth user.
Not a good high.
My God. You want to hear another story of an impaired person? This is insane. Don't worry, we'll get to the whole Tom Brady story in just a bit, folks. That's right. If you haven't heard the news yet, breaking news. Yeah, Tom Brady coming back. Tom Brady is unretired. Wasn't there the story, though, that he moved out of the Davis Islands rental house, the second one? Of course, he moved out of the Jeter house, and then he moved into another house on Davis Islands. And then we had heard that they had moved out by late February. They were out of that house.
Well, I'm sure he'll be able to find a new one. He's like the only person who can afford rent in Tampa Bay.
That's
You know
right.
what? This is like, the episode of Cops where like I love him, and the man's like, I'm leaving. He's like our abusive boyfriend, and Tampa Bay is like the girlfriend, and he's like, I'm leaving.
With Tom Brady?
Screw you. We're like, no, Tom. He's like, I'll come back to you.
And then, like a couple of weeks later, I can't quit you.
I can't quit you.
And he comes back.
It's like he's so abusive to us.
You're talking about breaking news. Tom Brady is unretiring. And
Yes.
you're talking about like what, Cops episodes where
Tommy, please don't go. I love you.
you're talking about
Shut
when the boyfriend is arrested for like domestic violence charges and like a woman inside was beaten up and she's got bruises and the cops are taking the boyfriend that hit the woman. They're taking him out. They're putting him into the police car and she's outside.
Roscoe.
And her tears are coming down her eyes and she's like, I love you. Please don't take him. After she just got the crap beaten out of her. I love you. Don't take him away, please.
I love you too, honey. I'll come back. Don't worry about it. Bail me out. What you gonna do?
All right, Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All substations.
No, Froggy, it's not like that because he didn't yell, I love you back. He's like, I'm leaving.
All right,
And
well,
he's like, I'm coming back.
all right, we'll get back to Tom Brady in just a bit. First, though, man, this is insane. Ta-da! This story ends with ta-da! Look
Like
what
a
I
dance
just
recital?
did. What?
A dance recital?
Well, ta-da.
Like a magician.
This is out of Shamokin Dam, Pennsylvania, wherever the hell that is. 5 people were injured, 1 critically. Friday night, big crash, ended with 1 vehicle on the roof of a Pennsylvania restaurant and another one into the side of the building. Let's everybody meet Teresa Risso. Not Rizzo, but Risso, R-I-S-S-O. She's 43 years old. in critical condition at a local medical center, crashed her BMW into several vehicles through a concrete barrier, and then landed on the roof of the Golden Chopsticks Chinese restaurant. I'm sorry.
Couldn't have
I'm
planned it
sorry.
any better.
I'm sorry.
No, not the golden chopsticks.
Golden
Of course,
Chopsticks.
the golden chopstick.
It's the Golden Chopsticks restaurant on Susquehanna Trail. Paul Short.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I'm not making this up.
That's funny in numerous ways. It rhymes with Paul Blart.
Okay.
Paul Short. Schardt. How else would you pronounce
That's
this
it.
guy's name? Short.
Chart, the way you said it.
Yep.
Paul, that's worse than Schnitt. That's
Yeah, because this. Oh, wow.
Paul Short was at the Island Optical Store at about 5:45 p.m. when he heard a loud commotion. Looked out the window. I was looking at a pair of glasses. I heard a crash, this guy says. Oh, big, giant crash. Where's my crash sound
Yeah,
effects?
what's going on with the sound effects?
Yeah,
today?
I hit the wrong button. There we go. So this guy's trying on glasses at Eyeglass Land or Optical, whatever the hell, Eyeland, and he heard a big crash. I looked out and saw two tires coming down the highway.
Oh my gosh.
Seconds later, Mr. Short said that he heard another crash and saw a telephone pole fall. And then he, along with a state trooper and an Island employee, left the store to check on what the hell was going on, saw a minivan had crashed into the side of Golden Chopsticks.
Oh.
Someone then saw another vehicle on top of the roof of Golden Chopsticks.
That place is taking a beating.
Two people. Yes, can I get some fried rice to go, please?
Sure, that'd be great.
There's a shart in the golden chopsticks.
Someone then spied another vehicle on the roof, I said, and then two people in the van, a man and a woman. They got out of the vehicle. They were all dazed and confused, but they were able to walk away under their own power. Then the trooper rushed to the roof and retrieved a small female child about 1.5 years
What
old
the hell is going on
from
at this
the
place?
car. The lady who hit a concrete barrier flew off the road and onto the roof of the Chinese restaurant, had a 1.5-year-old kid in the car.
Was she headed toward the Chinese restaurant anyway? Was it
No.
just an amazing parking job?
Just a great parking job on the roof of the Golden Chopsticks. By the way, the child was uninjured.
Thank goodness.
First responders, they show up, administer CPR to the driver. The woman driving the vehicle, identified as this Risso woman. Minutes before, a police officer was investigating a report of a reckless driver. So a report came in about this reckless driver. It happened to be, I guess, this Risso woman who was apparently striking vehicles, reckless driver. And then it culminates in this with a car on top of the Golden Chopsticks restaurant.
The pictures are amazing.
Following an investigation with the aid of surveillance video provided by businesses all along the road, police said they were able to determine that Rizzo was traveling southbound when she struck a vehicle near Baldwin Boulevard, then hit a pickup truck. She's just barreling into all kinds of people. Then she continues to drive south, crosses over into the northbound lane, into a telephone pole. Her vehicle then traveled through the parking lot of a post office, hit a concrete barrier, struck another van that was parked in the Golden Chopsticks, which had the couple inside. The force of the crash caused Rizzo's engine to disengage. Her engine fell out of the car.
What a polite way of putting it.
Her engine fell out of the BMW as her vehicle was catapulted through the air onto the roof of the Golden Chopsticks restaurant.
All you need is the Dukes of Hazzard horn.
Like I said, ta-da! That's what I'm saying here.
Yeah, and kudos to the guy who built the Golden Chopsticks to withstand a vehicle landing on the roof and not falling through.
It was missing the engine, so maybe the engine would have put that car right through the roof onto the buffet.
All right, I'm looking at photos of this MJ.
Right on top of the sweet and sour chicken.
The car popped the engine out like a baby.
Ta-da! Unbelievable. Is that not nuts? All right, Coop, get this story up. People have got to see the car on the roof and the van through the Chinese restaurant. That's why we call it Morons in the News, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. When we get back in minutes, Froggy has a brand new game show. Hal Herman's coming in, and this, of course, is the Take Two redo from Friday since Froggy called in sick. All right, new game show next and a whole lot more. It's our long chunk of MJ, uninterrupted, next here on the MJ Morning Show. If you are in the market... That a bombshell will be dropped and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
Why would he do that for his legacy, though?
I'm telling you, don't rule it out. There it is. Clip from last week's show, and that was only one of numerous. Even when Tom Brady retired back in February, just before the Super Bowl, it was the week before the Super Bowl, right? That he announced that he was
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Tom Brady retires, and we talked back then. Is he really going to retire? Is he going to pop up with another team? And, of course, that rumor was rampant all over the place that Tom Brady was not ready to retire and he might pop up with another NFL team. I know that Miami was mentioned because they're moving to Miami. They bought that like $17 million lot. Just the land was $17 million. Then they're right now under construction. They've got a really nice home on that. What are they called? Millionaires Island or Billionaires Row or whatever the hell they call it.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Well, then, of course, the news breaks yesterday that Tom Brady is unretiring and he's staying with the Bucs. But we had brought this up, I think, on 3 or 4 separate occasions that we brought this up. And last week, midweek, was another one of those days that we brought this up. That
okay.
Tom Brady might... I'll roll it back. I'll roll it back again. Hang on. Hang on, roll it back. Hang on. All right, here it is again. Here, listen, again, last week, I ought to go into the psychic business, folks.
Yeah,
listen,
and of course,
here we go.
the story that Gronkowski's going to sign with the Bills for his last year in the NFL, and then, no, he's going to sign with the Rams. As I've said all along, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. I think it's a possibility that a bombshell will be dropped, and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
How would he do that for his leg? How about last week was the last time I brought this up? I think we brought it up at least 3 or 4 times since his retirement that it wouldn't surprise me if he unretired. And can you imagine? I remember one time I said, I don't know if you can find it, Coop, but probably maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I said, can you imagine the news, the excitement that if suddenly he unretired and said he was coming back to the Bucs?
You know what else you said last week? You were talking about how the Bucs are going to be pretty terrible without him.
Yeah.
And so maybe he heard you and was like, okay, yeah, I need to come back. But you know, Adam Schefter, remember, he was the one who broke the story, yet yes, he's definitely retiring. So he tweeted, by announcing his decision to return to Tampa, Tom sends a message to the 24 Bucs free agents who could have begun entering into agreements with other teams noon today.
All right. So Tom Brady with a preemptive strike because he's going to try to keep the band together.
Right.
Now, granted, they need to work on the defensive line, obviously. They need to work on his offensive line. Don't the Bucs have issues with both offensive and defensive line, right?
They have pretty strong defensive line. They can always use improvement, and there's a lot of guys that are about to enter free agency.
But there were some injuries too. Was it who was Brady's favorite dude on the line? Who was that?
Well, Ali Marpet retired.
Yeah.
No,
about
not
2
him.
weeks ago.
Who got injured? Someone got injured just before the last game that they lost and taking him out of Super Bowl contention. I forgot. Listen, we're not a sports show. I'm not a sports expert. But, Rox, with what you just said, repeat what you just said one more time.
Okay, so you remember Adam Schefter was the one who broke the story, right? About Tom's retirement. So his tweet as of late, because I was curious, like, what does this guy say now that he's back? So he said,
No, not that. Because I said also that
that they're going to be terrible this year.
Get ready for the Bucs to suck.
Yes, you said that a handful of times, but I definitely remember you saying it on Friday.
Well, because Brady's gone. If Brady's gone, Gronk is gone. And then you've got all these free agents, and the Bucs are going to be in a rebuilding mode. And anyone that would say, you know what, it's not really a rebuilding mode. What are you talking about? The place would be gutted.
It's pretty much rebuilding.
It would be gutted.
Yeah.
And now with Tom Brady coming back, here's his actual tweet. And this was tweeted out last night at 7:13 p.m. This is from 13 March last night at 7:13 p.m. Tom Brady tweeted this. These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it is not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business LFG.
All right.
What
What
is that?
does that
LFG?
stand for?
Oh, the curse.
Yes.
It's a curse.
The curse. Yes.
LFG. Yeah, Coop. I thought you were raising your. What does LFG mean? Does anyone know?
Yes, everybody knows.
Let's
but
leap and go.
yeah, let's go.
So it's
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, that's the easy thing. I thought it was
That's
more
it.
cerebral than that.
No,
So
it's
it's
not.
let's effing go.
Let's go.
Let's bleep and go.
If you noticed, MJ,
you know what? Since it is Tom Brady, can we just say the word?
I mean, go ahead. I mean, sure. We weren't planning on being here much longer anyway. Just let it fly. MJ.
Hey, listen. Speaking of contract negotiations, we're up. We're coming up at the end of the year.
What do they call it when a store just pops up in like another store?
A pop-up.
It's like a pop-up morning show.
We're a pop-up morning show. We're here. We're gone.
All right.
Yeah.
But MJ, seriously, in the Hertz commercial that Tom does, remember he's in the new Hertz commercials for their new line of Teslas?
Yeah.
What does he say when he's in the line? He goes, let's go. That's his let's bleep and go.
He says, let's bleep and go in the Hertz commercial?
Not in the Hertz commercial. In the Hertz commercial, he drops the F. But so Tom's back. He's been gone 40 days.
Jensen was the guy you're thinking of, MJ. He resigned hours after Brady announced the center.
No, that's not. No, I'm not thinking of him. No,
He resigned.
It was somebody on.
I'm out of here.
Football players don't resign.
Yeah, they
Roxanne.
do.
I
They do.
resigned.
He was
Put in their
described
papers.
as. It was the player that was described as Tom Brady's go-to, and it was the offensive lineman that Tom Brady could always rely on. And when he was out with the injury,
Werfs.
was it Wirfs? I think it was.
Tristan Wirfs.
I think it might have been.
I just like saying Werfs.
And the place that they're building the house that you're trying to think of, Indian Creek.
That's the Billionaires
Yes.
Row or whatever they call it down in
Yes.
Miami.
Mhm.
Oh, they're building a major place, building a huge place. One of the things with Tom Brady was, he's leaving the Bucs and he's retiring. Is he going to stay in Tampa Bay? And I remember saying, if he's not playing for the Bucs, if he's not playing for the Tampa Bay NFL football team, they are not staying in Tampa Bay. Now, I love the Tampa Bay area, but I think that for Gisele Bündchen, I'm thinking that the Tampa Bay area is just not quite bougie enough, not quite ritzy enough, is what I'm thinking, and that's why they're building their place down in Miami, not far from South Beach. That's what they're doing.
So Tom's back. after never really leaving. Or did he?
Dude, who knows?
Seriously, 40 days. And you're right. He had to announce today if he was coming back because all the free agents would have been scattered by the end of the week.
That's nice of Giselle to let him keep living his best life.
I'm sure she's just loving
Oh,
it.
yeah, she's pissed. She is pissed.
I can't believe you're doing this, Tom.
Don't talk to me, Thomas.
I think she wants. I think she wants out of here. I don't think she's a real fan of like walking around the malls around here.
The mall?
I don't think she probably doesn't walk around the mall.
Pretty sure she doesn't mall it up much.
That's what I'm
You
thinking.
guys want to go into Claire's?
All right, welcome back. Tom Brady has unretired and, of course, predicted right here on the MJ Morning Show. Come to us, folks, with all of your life problems.
Amazing.
We are the ultimate psychic radio show. Rox, have you ever heard of this? You're the only woman in the room. I guess I can call Michelle or one of the other wives. Have you ever heard of this? Woman says she pushed so hard while delivering her baby that...
Stop right there, yeah. So
Stop.
many things. So many things.
All right.
All of them.
hold on. Do you know what I'm about to say?
Go
No,
ahead.
but
Continue.
Hold on. Do you have any idea what I'm about
I
to...
mean, there are so many things that can happen when you push too hard.
Do you know what the blank is here?
Well, I threw up when I pushed.
What?
I threw up all over Doug and all over the baby
What? What?
So your
because I was sneaking food the entire 18 hours of labor.
your baby was christened into the world by you giving her a vomit
Yes,
shower?
I did.
Oh, my God, Roxanne.
Who's the character that always throws up on South Park?
It's Roxanne, apparently. Yes.
They tell you you're not supposed to eat anything all day, and I just got so hungry, and I would make everybody
all right,
sneak me
push,
food.
Roxanne. Push.
Oh,
push.
no.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
it's a
Your
girl.
reversal.
Oh.
Another
It's
reversal.
a girl. It's a girl. Congratulations.
It's an alien.
Hold on. We can't see what it is. Let me clean this vomit off. Got vomit all over the crotch.
Yeah, which
I
kind
can't
of looks
see.
like a placenta. You
I
couldn't tell
can't
the
see.
difference.
What?
Oh,
come on.
my
My
God.
Roxanne. Come on. What are you doing?
Ugh.
So my question was, woman says she pushed so hard while giving birth, her blank popped out.
I mean, Roxanne's right. It could be a bunch of things.
Yeah. Her blank popped out.
Yes, her blank popped out.
It could be.
What on your body pops out?
Woman
could be-
says she pushed so hard while giving birth,
I have
her
a bad guess.
blank popped out. Yes.
Her belly baton.
I was going to guess that, like a turkey baster. Like, oh, it's
No.
ready.
Her nipples.
No. No.
What
What
else
else?
can
What-
pop
I mean-
out?
Her nose?
Her Adam's apple?
Eyeballs popped out.
It's not a. She doesn't have an Adam's
I
apple.
know. That's how ridiculous it is. What else is going to pop out of your body?
Does the body part start with a U?
It starts with an E.
Okay.
Her ears popped?
No.
She dislocated her elbow?
No.
Her weenus?
No.
Don't say urethra. That's a U.
No.
All right, let's think of E body part names.
Yeah. Ear, elbow.
Ear, elbow. So I think
Eustachian tube.
What do you say?
eyes.
Yes. No one said I.
Really?
No one said I. Fester just said I for the first time.
I said it for the first time a little bit ago because I thought of that woman we knew years and years ago who could make the bulgy eyes.
Yeah.
Boink, boink.
Brittany Collins, 23 years old. She said that she pushed so hard during labor that one of her eyes actually popped out, but it went back to normal 6 weeks later.
Ugh.
Come on, her eye couldn't have popped out for real. In a photograph that she showed of herself at the hospital, her left eye is actually bulging out of her head. Do we have any OBGYNs on the phone? Do we have any nurses that are in the delivery room? Are there
sure.
any medical professionals right now? If a woman pushes too hard while delivering a baby, have you seen an eye pop out? I got to know if this is true. If you're a medical professional, have you ever seen or heard of an eyeball popping out if a woman pushes too hard during delivery? 800-990-1047. Or if you're a listener and you delivered a baby and you pushed too hard and your eyeball popped out. 800-990-1047. If somebody can help confirm or deny that this is possible, I got to hear from you. 800-990-1047. Just ahead of us introducing Froggy and Hal Herman and the brand new game show, postponed from Friday. It's back today because Froggy's back is back in whack, apparently.
All right, 800-990-1047. I have no idea if we're going to get any phone calls. This is kind of an obscure thing. Any medical professionals or a patient, has anyone ever seen an eyeball pop out during delivery because a woman pushes too hard?
Okay, so
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
we got to be more descriptive when we say pop out because it's not like it hit the floor.
Dude, how much more descriptive do you need to be? Your eyeball pops out,
Okay,
so it
no,
bulges.
it doesn't-
I don't think
bulges.
it's hanging like 3 inches out of your skull
Yeah.
by the optic
You
nerve.
keep saying popped out. It's like it's dangling there from a wire.
No, it probably bulges out like that one woman used to do.
Yeah, the bulgy woman, the bulgy eye lady. Oh, look at the phones.
would this be in
Phones are
Dr.
ringing here, folks.
Would this be in Dr. Chuck's wheelhouse?
That's a good question.
You know, it might be. Dr. Chuck Slonim, my good friend, who's an ophthalmic surgeon.
I mean, he knows more about eyes than anybody I've ever met.
Yeah, he would know.
And hang on, maybe I can call him up.
He kind of treated me for something, not like an eyeball popping out. but-
Dr. Slonim treated you?
Yeah, because when I had LASIK done, I felt one of my lids pop,
Right.
and it never settled back down, so it felt like bulgy for a while. So I had to go see him. So he treated me for something.
So he fixed your bulging eyelid or
Yeah.
whatever?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Dr. Chuck Slonim, he stopped by my house yesterday to pick up a pint of my world-famous chocolate ice cream and banana ice cream. Yeah, Coop, what do you have?
We have a retired OBGYN nurse on the line.
Really? This is what I'm talking about. Hi, retired OBGYN nurse Jeannie. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. Yes, it's totally possible. I've seen it. I myself have 4 children, and one time I broke my blood vessels so hard I looked like a vampire when I went home.
Wow,
From pushing, but it's totally possible.
All right, now, how much will an eye bulge out, or how much will an eye pop out if a woman's pushing too hard?
I mean, slightly. It's not going to pop out like you see, some with the,
It's not like a cartoon like Jessica Rabbit or something, right? Yeah.
No, but the vessels can definitely bulge. Definitely, yeah.
All right, and how long were you an OBGYN nurse?
Well, I was that for a couple of years, but I just retired. I'm an LPN, and I've definitely heard that happen, and I've seen it one time where they had to actually pop the eyeball back in.
Okay.
It happens.
Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it. All right, so maybe this Brittany girl, maybe she's not lying. I'm sorry, not Brittany, Bethany.
Brittany.
Bethany Collins, whatever.
Just call her bulgy.
Should I call Dr. Chuck quickly?
Yeah, call him.
Hold on a minute. Let me see if... 6...
You pop a lot of things out.
All right, Fester, pick up line 3. All right?
All right, hold on.
Pick up line 3 and see if Dr. Chuck is listening, whether he's on the way to work or whatever the story is. And then we got Froggy's brand new game show, which was supposed to debut on Friday, but Froggy...
Hey, Dr. Chuck, this is Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
Who?
Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks. Hey, listen, we'll small talk later. Could we talk to you about eye problems?
All right, just put him on hold.
Hold on.
All right, hang on a sec.
Oh, yeah, you know a thing or two. Hold on. You know who's going to pick up next. Hold on. All right, he's ready.
First of all, the most important thing, Dr. Chuck, how good was my chocolate ice cream last night?
I have to say it is top of any chocolate I've ever tasted. It really the flavor lasts many minutes after you put it in your mouth and swallow it. So
it's
really
like the big red of chocolate ice cream. The flavor goes on. Well, you chew it, lasts a little long.
Flavor.
Hey, Doc, it sounds like you're maybe getting ready for work. Quick question. We just had a story about a 23-year-old woman, Bethany Collins. She claims that she pushed so hard while giving birth that her eyeball popped out.
That the eyeball popped out. I can see popping some blood vessels on the surface of the eye, which could create like a little hemorrhage. The only way that could probably happen is if she had some thyroid disease and had some pretty prominent eyes. And
All right, so you've never seen a dangling eyeball from a woman that was giving birth?
Never, ever. I haven't.
What about a
The
very
only time I've seen a dangling eyeball is when somebody pulled it out traumatically in a.
Yeah, that's I don't want to hear anymore. That's it.
Dr. Chuck?
Ooh, that was getting good.
Have you ever seen a woman while giving birth or pushing during labor, her eye just severely bulging out of her head? Not like dangling, but like just bulging out.
I guess that's possible because anytime somebody holds their breath, it would be almost the same as a weightlifter pushing on or trying to do a very, very heavy weight. And it's the same maneuver. It's a breath holding. It's a pushing. Same thing in that scenario. And I've never seen or heard of anybody's eye popping out in that regard.
And he's seen it all, but I think maybe she's saying bulging, like it was very inflamed. There's a picture of her, and it's like very inflamed and bulgy, and maybe that's just blood vessel related. Oh, and before I let you go, Doc, did you try my banana or just the chocolate?
No, I tried the banana late last night. I didn't want to mix the two flavors, and best banana I've ever had. My wife said the same thing. Best banana.
Dude, you know what? Maybe I had to quit this radio gig. You know, my contract is up. The whole cruise contract, we're up later this year. Maybe I ought to just give up the radio thing and just open up MJ's ice cream or Schnitty ice cream or something.
No, don't go with that. Go with MJ ice cream.
You think so?
I would never go to Schnitty.
Yeah, I think the MJ ice cream would work really well. I think you'd give the Ben and Jerry's and all the others quite a run for them.
So you're saying the best chocolate and the best banana you've ever had?
Best chocolate, best banana I ever had.
My ice cream, ladies and gentlemen, completely homemade. Thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome, MJ. Nice talking to you.
Talk to you soon. All right, Dr. Chuck Sloan.
How much did you pay him to say that?
Nothing.
I know what you're doing here.
What? What am I doing?
Setting up your ice cream empire.
It's like what Tom Brady did with his Brady brand before he retired.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey, do you guys want to re-sign?
What are you talking about?
I mean, well, they're already approaching me about, hey, do we want to re-sign?
Yeah.
Do we want to, our contract's up, this year. Later
in
this year.
October.
Later this year. I don't want to give specifics, but we're up later
Pretty
this
sure
year.
it's only up to you there, big man. Like we have any say.
Let me know ahead of time because I got a job offer at Dollar General.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Told you
Fester
to-
hooked me up.
I told you to take that job.
You'd be so good.
All right, are we ready? Are we ready?
I got to get Hal. Hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It was supposed to be on Friday. It got canceled because Froggy's back was all frigged up. And coincidentally, Hal Herman's back was all frigged up also. Here it is. I don't even know the name of the... Did he announce the name of the thing earlier?
So we don't know the name of this contest or game show yet.
We don't know the name, but it's a brand new game show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Froggy and Hal Herman.
Oh, Hal.
Look, Hal's...
Just kidding, everybody. How's it going? That's a little Willy Wonka for you.
Yeah, it is.
Seeing as how your thespian act played so well on the radio,
Thank
Froggy
you.
comes walking in like an elderly old man with a back problem.
Hal, by the way...
Hey, I need that.
Here's the top screen to your microphone.
Why do you have that? I need that. I've been looking for that for weeks.
Well, because
give me it.
when you smashed it on the floor, it came off.
Oh, okay.
This is the top of the microphone.
Well, thank you. I am back in business.
And the microphone, it used to work, but it was all distorted. Now it doesn't even work.
No, it doesn't work.
After you smashed it on the floor.
But it looks cool, doesn't it?
You might want to glue that on. It's going to come off again.
It's not going to come off again.
All right, so Hal, coincidentally...
It just came off.
I guess you were right.
All right, don't hit your fake mic against the real microphone.
Just came
okay?
right off. It just popped right off like Bethany's eyeball.
Like Maury's wig.
It was like that microphone was just delivering a baby.
Yeah.
Just squeezing, pushing.
Guys, it's good to see you. It's good to be back, Kyle. I had a little back issue earlier.
Hal, tell me what happens. Coincidentally, you and Froggy both had the exact same back issue.
Yes.
Where you guys were flat out on your back.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, Fester, did you do what I asked you to do on Friday?
Yes.
And?
I haven't got called back yet.
Is it the same management there, or is it different peeps?
I didn't really know who I was. Or
Man.
What are you guys even talking about?
Well, here's the deal.
We came this close to doing something.
Froggy and Hal, next time either of you or both of you throw out your back and you're like bedridden and you're laid up at home,
Yeah.
we're going to send an ambulance over, pick you up on a stretcher,
Oh, I could have used one.
Bring you over to the studio where they're going to roll in the stretcher gurney, and you're going to be lying down. We'll just move the microphone right on top
That's
of you.
fine.
Like while you're lying down. Like
That'll be good.
By the way, I'm demoing it.
You're going to hurt yourself.
I'm demoing this for all the folks watching MJTV live streaming
Watch
right
that
now.
back. You're not a young man.
So this is what we'll do. So you'll be on a gurney next time you hurt your back. And I asked Fester to get a hold of the ambulance company that used to be always in our parking lot whenever we did any stunts over the years. And that was what was it?
It was AmeriCare.
AmeriCare.
Also a while ago, so we got some new bridges to build.
I asked Fester to reestablish contact, so AmeriCare could always be on standby to bring you in. Now,
all right.
Hal, what is the brand new game? And this is audience participation?
Yes, I'd like to do a little audience participation, almost like we do 8-Bit Hit, but we got something new for you today.
We're going to take calls.
Yes, sir. Line them up right now because of this.
And I've been handed a sheet here. And these are things we have to play?
These are the audio clips we're going to play here. Now, do you want me to explain the game to you?
Yeah, please do.
Now, number one problem.
Yep.
I don't have a name. Now,
you don't have a name for the game?
I have a couple names. I have a couple ideas. But let me give you the name, not the name of the game, but the way the game's going to work.
What's the premise? How do you play?
All right, it's so simple. I take some of the most popular songs on the face of the earth everybody's heard of a million zillion times. What I did was I reversed them. I flipped them. All right? I rewound them. And this is going to be called possibly the Mind Rewind, or Rewind Your Mind. Or
hold on, these songs are backward?
Yes, these are backward songs. If you look at your list right here,
I
on
see
the
these are all big songs.
And then if you look on your little digital list here, you'll see the song backward, and then you'll see the answer forward.
Why don't you name it Back That Song Up?
Well, hold on.
Back That Ass Up.
Wait a minute.
We got it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just have a normal list. What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm saying the answers are here.
Look at your digital board.
I see. All right, so the left column
That's
is
the
backward?
question. That's the backward. You're going to play that for the listeners. And then they're going to try to guess that the forward what is the answer.
I like it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I like this.
Me and Froggy this is how we got hurt, actually. We're on a couple's kayak, and we came up with this in the middle of the Hillsborough River.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is how we come up with ideas.
I like this. These are well-known songs backward, and our listeners have to tell us what the song. Let's go.
Now, is it the Mind Rewind? What do you feel?
How about Be Kind Rewind?
Or Back in Time.
Let's do blockbuster phrases from 1997.
Yeah.
How about that?
Do we
Kind
need a
Rewind.
name right now? Can we?
Let's just play it and see how it feels.
Let's see how it feels. That's right.
Let's go. Let's fire up the phones. We need contestants right now. We're going to play well-known songs backward, and you have to tell us what song it is. Let's go. 800-990-1047.
Now, everybody's so used to the 8-Bit Hit game. Now, that game is easy breezy compared to this. Now, get your ears ready.
Well, don't scare them away.
No, it's actually pretty easy. It's pretty easy.
You made it sound awful. That's very easy, but so hard.
These are very well-known hit songs from the 80s. Just got to tell us what they are. They're going to be backward. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones right now. This is like an extension, or this is like an evolution of 8-Bit Hit.
This is the evolution of 8-Bit Hit. I'll be sure to have more game shows. We'll do 8-Bit Hit again at some time, but I wanted to try to test the audience with something a little different.
All right, 800-990-1047. Let's go. Yeah, Fester.
In my hands,
Yes.
MJ, fresh from our promotions department, I have a full list of all of the prizes that we'll be giving out.
Wow, we actually got prizes for this.
Would you like to read the list, Hal, or should I have Roxanne read the list?
Anybody can read the list.
Give it to Roxanne.
Here's the
I'll
list
host the
of
show.
all the prizes.
Roxanne can be like like a Barker's Beauty on the game show.
Roxanne,
What do you think?
What is on the list?
This is so exciting. You are going to love it. You can take it with you everywhere you go.
Yes.
It is so remarkable.
Yeah, yes.
It is nothing.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing is the prize.
Nothing.
There's no prizes.
Oh, nothing.
No prizes whatsoever.
Now,
Nothing.
Show the camera.
Yep,
We should
got
have got prizes lined up. How hard is it to give away a T-shirt to a Q105 listener?
You don't
We
want-
actually tried and they gave it back.
You don't want the T-shirts
Yeah.
we're giving away. I need to take control of ordering the merch and get some more quality items here.
We can get the guy who's at Boss Hog Radio. He makes good shirts.
I talked to the guys at Boss Hog Radio this week.
All right. We got Lewis and Summer. Hey, Lewis and Summer. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
These guys are ready.
Look at that. Lewis, now, is Summer your daughter?
My wife.
Oh, your wife. All right, well, hang on, because a lot of times we get dads or moms driving the kids to school, and they play along in the car.
Yeah.
All right, so Lewis and Summer, your husband and wife. Guys, are you ready to play?
Not yet. Give me a second.
Okay,
Hey, do they
get out of here.
You understand how it works, sir? But the song's going to be a reverse.
We're going to play a song backward. You got to tell us what it is.
That's it.
Are you ready?
Ready? Let's go.
All right, here we go. Lewis and Summer, what is this backwards hit?
Oh, wow, that's hard.
Oh, man.
More than a feeling.
It is not more than a feeling. Thank you, guys. Thanks for playing.
You guys got to listen real close. There's hints in there.
Dude, this might be too hard.
No, not hard at all.
Listen, I have every line jammed here. I don't know if we're going to get...
Well, we got 20 of them to get through.
I don't know if we're going to get through number one.
There's no way. I mean, if you listen to it, I knew it.
I don't know if people are going to get
right.
number one.
Okay, first of all, they were like playing on speakerphone and both trying to talk into it. Hopefully the next person maybe could hear it a little more clearly. As I was listening to it, Froggy, it took me a couple of seconds, but I got it.
You finally got it.
I got it.
Because, Fester, you can't see the screen. You don't know what it is.
You got to really listen for the hints in there.
All right, hang on. Let me give out the Trip a Day song quickly. We'll go right back to the phones. Christine, hold on. Christine in Spring Hill, you're next up. But the Trip a Day song to win a 3-day staycation at the Plantation on Crystal River, it's going to be straight up Paula Abdul. We're going to play it in the 2 o'clock hour. When you hear it, be the 7th caller to win the Q105 Trip a Day. You're listening for straight up Paula Abdul, 2 o'clock hour, be the 7th caller and win the staycation from Q105 for the Trip a Day. Let's go to Christine. Hello, Christine in Spring Hill. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Christine. The first callers didn't know it. Do you know this?
It's so easy.
Do you know that song backward?
I don't think so, but I'm going to just go ahead on a limb and say Living on a Prayer.
You win it.
Oh, my God.
Do you see how it works now?
Christine, come on. There must have been something in there that triggered you, and it sounded a little familiar.
The Whoa.
I'm telling you, you got to listen closely.
Oh, you unbelievable.
You got good ears.
Amazing. Thank you. That's fantastic. Christine,
Wow.
thanks for listening.
You know how sometimes some artists do backmasking and they put secret demonic messages?
Like
when
the
you play-
Beatles. They have
Yeah.
the devil on there.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to hear any of those?
We might.
You know, Debbie Gibson did that all the time. Yeah.
He said, I'm the devil and eat your face.
So when you played "Shake My Love" backwards, it was like, "Yeah, I'm going to kill your soul. I'm going to eat your heart. You're Satan, worship Satan. I'm going to eat your wiener." Whoa! I'd have bought the album then.
Oh, man. Honestly, I can't believe she got it.
That's amazing.
That was a tough one.
That's how it works.
All right, that's how it works, folks. Backward songs. Let me grab, looks like Shamu.
Wait a minute. He's in the studio right here, right?
All right, Jack.
Is this Shamu in Largo?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Shamu.
All right, Shamu. Your mother named you Shamu.
No, I adopted the name because I tried to save that killer whale, but I was too late.
Oh, Free
All
Willy?
right, Shamu. Creeping me out a little
I don't
bit.
have time for this
Stop
story.
laughing, it's not that funny.
I think it's the guy in Office Space with the
Okay.
red stapler.
Listen, you're the guy that adopted the name Shamu, so it's plenty fun.
All right, Shamu, name this backward hit. Here we go.
This is definitely demonic.
It does sound.
That was
Shamu,
easy breezy.
Do you have
Shamu.
any idea what that song is?
Not at this time.
This guy for real?
You're the most boring whale ever.
Thank you, Shamu.
Wow,
More like Moby Dick.
Seriously,
All right.
I don't like that guy at all.
800-990-1047. Who knows that song
That
backward?
one was easy. Come
All right.
on now.
If you know, just opened up a line just now with Shamu. 800-990-1047. And I got a bunch more to go. These are all big songs. These are all big hits. 800-990-1047. Let me grab Jim in St. Pete. Hey, Jim, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. Good morning, guys. How are you?
All right, Jim, we're doing well. You got to pick up where Shamu left off.
I can do that. You don't need to
All right, Jim, do you know what that is?
I'm going to go back in black with AC/DC.
Unbelievable.
That was Jim, that was incredible, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
You
thanks.
get nothing, by the way.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. Dude,
All right.
I was concerned about that one. I was wondering whether we'd be playing that for like half an hour.
Honestly, I'm concerned about the whole thing, but I'm feeling it.
All right, let's grab, folks, just opened up another line. 800, we already had 2 winners.
Unbelievable.
And the-
Better than 8-bit hit.
And the pattern is the first caller is not getting it. The second caller is getting it. 800-990-1047. Let's go. Fire up the phones. 800-990-1047. Let's grab Brandon in Tampa. Let's go, Brandon. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, Brandon, you know how it works, right?
Yes, and I'm not doing too well, I can tell you that.
Oh, boy. All right. Looks like there's going to be another second caller getting it. All right, Brandon, name this backward hit. Any idea what that is?
Eye of the Tiger?
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
Brandon, you're doing great.
Your brain works backwards.
Dude,
All right, this is almost too easy.
you got it.
I don't know how I did that.
That's the game. We people don't know how they're doing it.
And your level of excitement is through the roof, Brandon.
Right. You have the.
You know, everyone was saying, everyone was rooting for you, saying, "Let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon!
Yeah.
Let's go!"
Everyone's
Sure
behind
they
you.
were.
Brandon, you have the charisma of a head of lettuce.
Hey, Hal, leave.
Sorry, I just want to pick him up. It's a great
Leave
answer.
Brandon alone.
Sorry, Brandon.
All right. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me roll that one more time. You know, it really is amazing how much it does change backward.
I mean, it sounds like a different song.
But I wonder if there are some songs that sound exactly the same backward.
I don't know.
They're palindrome songs.
Why?
Yeah.
How the heck will that? How would that be possible?
Yeah, I mean, honestly. It's,
Let's grab Beverly. Beverly's in Tampa. Man, this is good. Hal, Froggy.
Thank you. It's all about being on the kayak with Froggy, coming up with ideas.
I'm always skeptical with Froggy and Hal Herman concepts, but this one, man, this is
always skeptical.
This is paid off. Hey, Beverly in Tampa, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, how you doing?
We're doing well. Now,
You know how to.
I listen to you guys every day. You guys are great.
Oh, Beverly, thank you so much.
Beverly.
We appreciate it highly. Beverly, you ready to play Name the Backward Song?
Yes.
What is this? Do you know?
I do, but I cannot think of the song. Damn it. I'm always good at this stuff, too.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, hold on. Just sing some of the lyrics. If you think you know what it is, kind of hum it out and sing it. I can play. You want me to
Can you play a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll play it again. Here we go. All right, Beverly, what do you think?
I don't have nothing. I'm sorry.
All right, Beverly, thanks for playing. Thanks for listening every morning.
We're on such a roll.
Have a great day. All right, Beverly didn't know. All right,
Beverly.
Let's grab Brandy in Tarpon.
Brandy, yeah.
Brandy, you're on the MJ Morning Show, Q105. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, good morning.
Brandy, Beverly didn't know. Let's see if you know what this is. Listen. All right, Brandy, do you know what song that is?
Oh, I got the other one, but I can't get this one.
No.
No, I don't.
Oh.
Dang.
All right, Brandy, thanks for trying. Appreciate it.
This one is a doozy.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What song is that backward?
Man.
Let's grab Haley in St. Petersburg. Hey, Haley, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi. How are you guys?
Haley, we're fantastic. We'll be better if you can tell us what is this? Haley?
I'm going to say it's How Do I Get You Alone?
Say that again, please.
How Do I Get You Alone?
That was a tough one. Rockin', baby. Unbelievable.
Oh, hey, that was fantastic, Haley.
I thought we were going to be hanging on a limb for a while with that one.
I've been listening to like 5 of them in the car, and I've known every single one. I'm like, I need to call and play.
Yeah, your brain works backwards really well.
There you go.
You should listen to people's conversations that way. You know what's weird about that song? How Do I Get You Alone sounds like when you play it backwards, It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion.
Ooh.
Did you know? Did you hear that?
I heard there's a couple of them that you played that I felt like they could be 2 different songs, but there was something in each one that I was like, oh no, that's definitely Bon Jovi. And then I heard Back in Black, and the music, the background music, to me didn't change in reverse or in normal play.
Yeah.
So a couple of them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy.
Haley, you did a phenomenal job. Haley, congratulations, and thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Thanks, Haley.
Thank you.
All right, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. If you want to play, we still have...
Well, we got another page here, too. Don't forget about page 2.
We have like 50 of them.
On this page right here, if you go to the right, there's another page.
Well, we're not going to have time for that.
No, we got to do them all. I reversed all these by hand.
Dude, I still have 5 more. We'll do it again later in the week.
No, not 5 more.
I'll tell you what.
Look at that.
I'll tell you what. I'm leaving for Egypt on Thursday. We'll do another one on Wednesday before I leave.
Oh, this is a bunch of hooey.
That's right, folks. You heard me right. I am going to Egypt on Thursday morning. Hey, I'll explain in just a minute.
We'll put Walk Like an Egyptian on that one.
All right, let's grab, how about John in Spring Hill? Hey, John, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, how are you, bud?
We are fantastic. We'll be even better if you can name this backwards song. Let's go.
Yeah.
What is that song?
I got it. I love rock and roll.
That was a weird one. She did a weird yell in that thing in reverse. That was cool.
You got it, John. Thanks for playing, buddy.
She was like,
opens up a line. How many more am I going to do here? I've got 4 more.
Oh, man.
4 more. All right, let's go back to phones. Tammy is in Dade City. Hello, Tammy. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Tammy, how have you done so far with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we've done?
The last 2 I knew right away.
All right, let's see if you know.
I probably won't know the next one.
Oh, come on.
Well, listen, don't sell yourself short there, Tammy. All right, Tammy, name this backward song.
That song sounds the same forwards and backwards.
That's pretty easy, at least for me. Tammy, do you have any idea what that is?
I'm going to say Jump by Van Halen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Is it Jump by Van Halen?
Yeah! All right. This game's too easy. Congratulations, ma'am. You nailed it.
You got it. Congratulations.
Man, this is way too easy. Maybe I should slow it down or double reverse it. Wait, that would make it forward.
You know, I got to be honest. I can absolutely hear, totally, completely hear the Oberheim synthesizer in that because I believe
that's the easiest one.
In Van Halen, I believe they use the Oberheim, the OBXA synthesizer.
Yeah, I believe so too. That was a very recognizable one.
Congratulations, you got it. All right, we've got a few more to go and many more calls than we have songs, but.
Darn it, man, I could do this all day.
We could. So everyone that's on hold, keep hanging because if people miss the last 3, we're going to need to go to backup calls. Let us grab Susan in Tampa for Froggy and Hal Herman's backward hits here.
Hey, Susan, how's it going?
Hey, Susan, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Are you liking this so far, Susan?
I'm digging it.
Susan digs it, so I dig it.
All right. Susan, name this backward hit. All right, this one's too easy.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm at a cult meeting.
No way. I have no clue on this one.
What?
Do it again.
I think I'll play one more time.
Are you kidding me?
I gotta be. I think this is the easiest one so far. Listen.
No, not a clue.
You don't know? All right.
The soundtrack to Eyes Wide Shut.
All right, thank you for trying.
Wow, that's the easiest one of the day.
I got to be honest. That to me, that was the easiest one. Let's
Holy
grab Danny is in Trinity. Hi, Danny. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hello.
Danny, do you know this backward song? Here it is. Danny, can you name it?
That sounds like Another Brick Wall by Pink Floyd.
Wow. Yeah. Woo! Very good, Daniel. Danny, what's your name?
Danny.
Danny?
Yeah. Danny.
Yeah, that's my name. I'm Danny.
Excellent,
I
Danny.
love it.
Thanks for playing. Absolutely phenomenal.
That one made me nervous.
Fantastic. All right.
What do you got? 2 more here?
2 more to go.
And 27 callers. What are we going to do here?
I'm going to go to Jesus. All right, let's
Come on,
go.
Jesus. You got this, buddy.
Hey, Jesus is in Eagle Pass, Texas. Hello, Jesus. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Oh, what's going on, MJ?
We are doing well. Just waiting for you to call. It's
Welcome, Jesus.
Exactly. All right, Jesus, name this backward hit.
was creepy.
It was. Jesus, what do you think that is?
Oh, man. It came out in a movie, I know.
Jesus, so the answer is you don't know, right?
Jesus.
Yep, I don't know.
Oh,
Jesus.
Can't ask any apostles either.
Did you say
Can't
ask the apostles?
Just a little joke. I was an altar boy for 12 years.
I think that was played at the Last Supper, by the way.
Man, what is going on? That was easy.
Let's grab, is it Kleber? Wait a minute. How do I pronounce your name?
Clever.
It's Kleber. All right, Kleber's in St. Petersburg. Kleber,
Hey.
Jesus missed it. Let's see if you can get it. What is this?
Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen.
Whoa! That's a confident man.
It was. Look, he just jumped. Didn't even wait for the thing to get like 3 seconds in.
Well, he heard it from the other caller, probably. Am I right?
Yeah, thank you.
Lever, what's your name?
It's Kleber.
Cleaver.
No,
Clever.
Kleber.
Sorry.
It's Kleber Lang. Hey, Kleber.
That's what everybody calls me.
Well, they call you Kleber Lang?
They call me Clever Lang, and Keeper Cookie, whatever they want to call me.
I love it. All right, Kleber, thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
You guys rock, man. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Kleber.
Love you too, buddy. All right, we have...
Do we have one more?
One more.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's see if Caroline in Sarasota knows what it is.
Oh, Carolina.
Hello, Caroline. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, you guys. Good morning.
Good morning,
All right.
Caroline. All right.
This is the kind of caller we need to end it with.
All right.
Give me a, hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
She doesn't know. All right.
That was the electric company
I know what it
when I
is.
was a little kid.
No, that was Sloth from Goonies.
All right. Caroline,
When you were a little kid.
Caroline, name this backwards song. This is the last one.
All right.
That's the front one.
Oh, come on.
Coop,
you messed
it up. Coop, dude.
It's ruined.
They were both forwards, Coop. Coop, what have you done?
You ruined my show. I'm going to kick your ass. You son of a bitch. Don't you ever do that again. Ever.
All right, Froggy, you're going to break the window.
Calm down.
I'll kill you.
Calm down.
Dude, stop.
Calm down.
All right, Hal,
And another one bites the dust because I win by default.
Son of a...
All right, she's been talking the whole time. Caroline.
My God. I thought Hal Herman was going to break the window.
What are you doing, Coop? You're ruining my game. I worked on this game for 15 minutes.
All right, Coop. Both columns are forward. The backward one was not in the column.
Is it just for that one, right? Did I just
Go to the next page.
It was just all right.
Give her a new one.
That one.
Here, I'll go to the next page.
I will. I can do it.
Okay.
That's a default. All right, so we do have another one. Look at the phones. Every
My
line.
God, I am angry.
Calm down, Hal.
Yeah, Coop.
Be a pro.
Coop,
Now it's gonna hurt his back again.
you had forward in the forward column, and you had forward in the forward column.
Okay, I'll have to look it over for the next time.
That's 10 lashes.
Oh my God!
With the Singapore cane I got in the office.
All right. We do have a whole other page. This was going to be saved for later in the week, but we'll give you another one. Caroline, are you ready?
Ready.
Caroline, what is this song? Let me make sure it's the backward version.
You're lucky this wasn't the last one. Could you imagine if we ended like that?
Dude, Froggy, you almost put your hands through the window.
Who's
I
Froggy?
felt like a zoo animal.
Hal Herman, damn it.
I know.
Hal's about to be escorted out of the building.
Caroline, what is this song? Caroline, what is that backward song?
Dang, that was hard.
Did you say that was hard?
Yeah, I feel like that was hard.
Oh my God, I thought it was the easiest one of the bunch.
Oh, sure.
I think when you're under pressure.
All right, so you're saying you don't know it.
Can we hear it again?
All right, one more time. Here we go. Do you know?
Ba-da-da-dun-dun, ba-da-dun-dun. Final countdown.
That's the way to end it.
Look at that. The final countdown.
All right.
Congratulations. Caroline, you got it. Thanks for playing along.
We have to apologize for Coop and his epic screw up there.
I mean,
Caroline.
imagine if we didn't have this backup list here and we ended on the last one, I would have put my foot so.
Honestly, it sounded pretty epic to end it on the final countdown rather than another one bites the dust.
Guess
So
what?
you're welcome.
That would have been justified homicide.
Yes,
Hal
yes.
Herman would have bludgeoned you with his microphone.
With the microphone.
Exactly.
You ever had your eyeballs popped out with a microphone screen? Well, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed my new game.
Yeah.
Rewind your mind, or the mind rewind, or
how about just name the backward song?
Or how
name
about
the backward song.
Back that song up.
Yeah, back that song.
Back that song up is good.
We'll play it again. I'll tell you what. We'll play it again on Wednesday because Wednesday is our last live show this week because I'm heading to Egypt on Thursday morning.
Oh, maybe we could have Wink Ticklecrotch host that one. I don't want to wear my welcome out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we'll play again on Wednesday. That was great. Froggy, that was good.
Thanks. I'll let Froggy know. I appreciate it, guys. Play my music. I am out of here.
All right, hang on a minute. Let me play the Hal Herman exit
you.
music. Here we go.
All right.
Don't forget.
Thank you, Hal.
To spay your husbands. What is it?
Spay your husbands.
Spay your husbands and neuter your wives.
Is that his new slogan?
Good public service announcement.
That's pretty good, actually.
Roxanne only wants to call it Back That Song Up because of the years she spent dancing on speakers to back that ass
That
up.
is very true.
Okay.
And I also want I want to do the next one with all like rap and hip hop.
Wow, that was fun, huh, guys? I've been in the
From the
back room
90s.
listening. That was really
Yeah,
good.
Froggy just came back in.
That was
Oh,
fun.
You missed it, Froggy. Coop screwed up. Hal almost blew a gasket.
Coop messed up? Really? That's weird.
We almost had to ask him
I
to
thought
leave.
Hal was going to put his hand through the window.
Yeah, Hal gets mad. He has a temper.
Dude, that window was flexing. That thing could have broken.
Yeah, I imagine. He hit that thing? Holy cow, I got to talk to him.
Repeatedly smashing it.
I don't believe it. Not
Yeah.
Hal. He's a sweetheart.
So you guys do know that I'm leaving for Egypt on Thursday morning,
Yeah,
right?
we're all out of here too.
Yeah. So listen, spring break. A lot of shows take spring break, and but our shows are going to be fantastic because we've got a lot of unbelievably good best of material.
We're going to play all of our best ofs backwards.
Now,
yeah.
Now,
Then you have to guess
I
which
like that.
segment it was.
No, but literally on Thursday morning, I'm flying to New York. I've got a Tampa to JFK flight, and then I've got a flight from JFK to Cairo, Egypt, and then I've got to fly to another city in Egypt in order to get on a big old boat.
That's a long trip, dude.
It is, because I'm going scuba diving on the Red Sea, which is one of my bucket list items as an avid scuba diver. I've always wanted to go to the Red Sea, and there's a Tampa scuba group that chartered the whole boat, and we're going to be diving the Red Sea beginning on Saturday. So we leave on Thursday, get into Egypt on Friday. Then, it's quite a voyage. I mean, we got to fly to Cairo, then fly to another airport. Then we've got like a 3-hour bus ride to a port where we get on the boat. And then we scuba dive up to 5 dives a day.
That's cool.
That sounds exhausting.
No, man, this is my dream come true. This is where
To go to Egypt, really?
This is where my 1996 IANTD nitrox training comes in handy because you want to do some nitrox when you're diving 5 dives a day.
Would you rather go see a pyramid or where King Tutankhamun was?
You know what? Some of the group, after the dive, they're staying for another 4 days to go do the pyramids and everything, but I got to get back. So
I'd
I'm
rather see that.
Yeah, I'm coming right back after
we
we
got
finish.
morons in the news to talk about. He's got to get back.
Yeah, exactly. I can see the pyramids on the Discovery Channel or the History Channel.
In the Sphinx.
The Sphinx.
Yeah, but some people are like, MJ, you kidding around? You really going to Egypt? Yes, I am. I'm going to Egypt with a group on Thursday.
That's quite a trip.
Oh, and as far as communicating on social media while I'm away, I am not going to have internet availability on the boat. So I am not going to be able to communicate for long stretches at a time. Sometimes, if you're close enough to shore, sometimes you might be able to get a cell signal, but do I want to, what's the data cost going to be over there? There's no Wi-Fi or internet on the ship. It's like a 175-foot yacht. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous boat. It's incredible.
People pay money just to do a tech retreat.
It's like, guess what? This boat, it's like I'm on an oligarch yacht. It's like I'm
fancy.
it's going to be like I'm on one of the yachts that's been repossessed or commandeered or what's the word I'm looking for?
Seized?
Seized, thank you.
Seized. It's the big word. It's the
Thank
big
you.
word. Happening to all the oligarchs.
But I should be able to, I'll be able to like Instagram and tweet while I'm in Cairo and maybe while I'm driving a little bit. I think at the port we have Wi-Fi. So at the port, just before we leave, we have Wi-Fi. So, folks, I would encourage you, give me a follow on Instagram and Twitter. I will take pictures of. I have a whole new underwater camera system. I grabbed the GoPro 10. I'm going to have some great underwater video. So when I get back, Coop, we're going to have a lot of work to do with my underwater adventures in the Red Sea in Egypt. But folks, I would encourage you, give me a follow on Instagram. I'm Certified Todd Schnitt. That's my real name. So do the word certified and then TODD SCHNITT. Certified Todd Schnitt. That's on Insta. Most of the pictures will be on Instagram. So give me a follow. And then my Twitter is at Todd Schnitt, at TODD SCHNITT. Of course, the real name of me, MJ Todd Schnitt.
You make a Schnitt Crusoe documentary about the underwater adventures of Egypt?
I think I shall, as a matter of fact.
If you'd like to follow all of my vacation pictures, go to Certified Fester Schnitt.
Your vacation's going to suck, dude. He's going to get like invaded by pirates. Yeah. Captain Phillip situation.
He's going to be on a ship, too.
Yeah, I'm just going to be at the buffet on the Carnival Cruise Line. That's it.
Fester's leaving Tampa and going to Cozumel.
That's it. That's perfect.
I'm going to be scuba diving like 25 dives in the Red Sea.
I don't even think I'm going to leave the boat when we get to Cozumel.
I'm not even doing that. I'm staying home.
Hey, do you need to get a COVID test before you travel?
I do. I've got a COVID test. I've got to get the PCR. I have a PCR test scheduled. It's really interesting. To fly to Egypt, they want a COVID test, a PCR, the real, not the rapid, but they want the not the rapid antigen. They're okay with a rapid PCR, and I've got one scheduled for Wednesday, and of course I leave on Friday. But the Egyptian government, they say you can get your COVID test no more than 96 hours out. That's a long time. I'm getting mine done, like 48 hours out,
I got to get one for the cruise, and I haven't made an appointment yet, so I might be screwed.
I'll tell you where to go.
You'll be able to get one.
I'll tell you where to get your COVID test.
Okay.
All right, looking forward to this, folks. And follow me. I'll be able to communicate before I leave the port in Egypt, and I'll be able to communicate when I get back into port. But I'm going to have, a week where I'm going to be incommunicado. You know what I did rent, though? Guess what I've rented, and it arrived on Friday. Days early. Guess what I did rent?
I know what you probably rented.
What do you think I probably rented?
You probably rented a satellite phone.
Bingo. I did.
I mean, without you even telling me, you cannot be.
Yeah.
You of all the people I know, you cannot be unplugged for a week.
I rented a satellite phone just in the event of an emergency, and I can text and I can take and make phone calls. And my wife, Michelle, can text. You guys can text me, by the way, because incoming texts are free. It's a minute charge for each outgoing text, but seriously, all incoming texts on the Inmarsat are free. So I can get as many texts from you guys. Something I need to know, because I'm going to be incommunicado. I'm not going to know what the hell's going on.
So do you want us to text you, hey, I hope you have a great day today, sweetie? Text?
Text me important stuff, like if breaking news happens.
Okay.
I'm going to text you every day.
Like if Tom Brady decides to retire again.
Right.
If he decides to retire and undo the unretirement after retirement.
Can I have Roxanne text you motivational quotes?
Yeah.
Don't drown today.
Yeah, text me my horoscope, okay, and my star
every
alignment.
Day, where the moon is.
No, don't. I'll block you. Don't do that.
I'll block you on my satellite phone.
Exactly. But I did rent a satellite phone, so I can keep in touch. Tom Brady, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the big bad news.
It's the big good news, right? It's not the big bad news.
No, but bad is good. Listen. So Tom Brady is back in business. This is something we always discussed on this program as being a potential situation. Even as late as last week, on Wednesday, we were talking about Gronkowski and the rumors that he might go to the Buffalo Bills. Then there was a rumor that he might go to the L.A. Rams. And I said this. We're gonna play a tape. This is from last week, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't want to hear anyone that will ever say that the MJ Morning Show doesn't know what the hell we're doing. Listen to this from last Wednesday morning.
Yeah, and of course the story that Gronkowski's going to sign with the Bills for his last year in the NFL, and then, no, he's going to sign with the Rams. As I've said all along, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. I think it's a possibility that a bombshell will be dropped, and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
How would he do that for his legacy, though?
I'm telling you, don't rule it out.
From last week, ladies and gentlemen, and what happened at 7:12? Was it 7:12 or 7:13 last night?
7:13.
I got to get that right. At 7:13 last night, Tom Brady tweeted this. 7:13 last night, March 13th, Tom Brady tweets out, "These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG." And you're saying that's let's bleep and go?
The world is saying that, not just me. But how does Giselle feel?
Why didn't he say, I meant to be on the field, not at home?
Listen, after 40 days, 2 months of retirement, he's like, I got to get back.
Maybe she's telling him, you got to get back.
Maybe she wants him out of the house.
Hey,
Exactly.
I walk in this morning. I was running a little late because there was some kind of accident on the Howard Franklin this morning.
They had 2 lanes shut.
2 lanes where we have the construction anyway, but then 2 of the right lanes were shut down, and there were like troopers there.
They do that whenever Hal Herman comes into town.
I saw a tow truck. I guess it was an accident. So I was running like 10 minutes late this morning getting into the studio, and I get into the studio. I'm like, hey, Coop, you got to pull the – and before I could even say what it was, he said I already did. Coop already – but it took you a while to find it, didn't you? I mean, you had to figure out –
I had to dig for that.
Because we didn't do you keep a log? Do you keep a log of everything we do on the show?
Yeah, just general topics, but not specific, texts. So I had to go in and.
You better get that. Could be your
Guys,
mom.
I'd like to donate.
Could be your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, it's a telephone. He's taking calls in there.
Can we silence that?
But I walk in and Coop said, "Yep, I already got your prediction that Tom Brady was coming back, that he was going to unretire," and he pulled that audio. But we did that. I think we did it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I was going to say we did it a few times.
We talked about Tom Brady, that they were not going to stay in the Tampa Bay area. If he was truly retiring and leaving, they were not going to. A lot of folks were like, well, is Tom Brady going to retire? I said, absolutely not. They are out of here. They bought that lot. They're building a mansion in Miami. Giselle needs more of a bougie, metropolitan, cosmopolitan place.
Her best friend, Adriana Lima, lives down there in that same neighborhood.
Listen,
too.
I love Tampa Bay, but for a supermodel, I'm thinking that South Beach and that whole area is a little bit more of their speed. So I said, if Tom Brady is really leaving football in the Bucs, they are out of here. Because some people, maybe he'll retire in Tampa Bay. No, he's not. But along with all of our chatter about Brady, on numerous occasions, we talked about, hey, don't rule out the possibility that he's going to unretire and stay with the Bucs. I brought it up last Wednesday again, and boom! Like fast acting to acting. He's back. Back with the Bucs.
Well, this is going to be really great if the Bucs win the Super Bowl.
Well, now they've got to win it.
And if we lose, he's going to be like, I quit. It's like, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you think this is his last year, though? Do you think that...
He's been back for 12 hours.
Last year, he said he was going to play until he was 50, or he could play until he was 50. Okay, so do you guys think that Bruce Arians and everybody knew that was his plan, or some of the people within the Bucs organization knew, and they're all kind of acting and going along with it?
All right, so the Bucs released a statement. Jason Light put out that they've been talking over the last several days. And if you've noticed, the Buccaneer chatter about trading for a quarterback's died down.
Right. Yeah.
They were in the Deshaun Watson conversation.
Wait a sec, though. And Tom Brady was actually in Manchester. He was hanging at a Man U game, And who owns Man U?
Glazers.
The Glazers. The Glazers own Manchester United.
And he had a long conversation with the greatest soccer player in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And over the weekend, wasn't Tom Brady at a Manchester United game on Saturday, right? And did he tweet from there?
I saw that picture of him and Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo inspired him to come back. I think he said, "Listen, you should come back."
Let me tell you right now, do you think it's any coincidence that Michelle and I started watching season 1 of Ted Lasso on Friday night?
Isn't it great?
It is great. It is fantastic. Because season 1 came out right when the pandemic was starting.
Right.
And we don't have Apple TV. And I don't need all these streaming services. We have Netflix, we've got Hulu, we've got Amazon Prime stuff. I can't watch everything.
Besides Ted Lasso, I'm yet to find something on Apple TV that really moves me.
Right. And I've wanted to see Ted Lasso, and lucky enough, I'm a SAG-AFTRA member, so I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, and season 1 of Ted Lasso had all kinds of nominations for the SAG-AFTRA Screen Actors Guild and the Radio Artists Awards. So as a SAG-AFTRA member, I get all the DVDs of all the movies, and I get the TV shows. So I still had season 1 of Ted Lasso. I had all of the first 10 episodes of season 1 lying around on DVD, but we've been so jammed. We finally started watching it on Friday night, and we just finished the first season, 10 episodes, last night. It's fantastic. Jason Sudeikis is just incredible. I love the guy.
Yeah. In that role, he's really great. Season 2, you're going to enjoy that just as much.
And guess what? Because it was nominated again for the SAG-AFTRA Awards, which just happened last week or the week before, I have season 2 on DVD as well that got shipped to me. So we'll be able to start season 2 also of Ted Lasso.
I would totally give you my Apple Plus password.
Yeah,
totally.
I don't want to. Okay.
All
right, just give it to me. So, really enjoyed it. Coop, do you have the audio of the TV reporter doing a story about accidents and then another accident happened right behind them?
Yeah.
Do you have that ready to roll?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, guys, you got to see that. Oh, also, can you get this video up on our website? And Coop's like, did they bleep him? I'm like, yeah, they bleeped him. Actually, they didn't put a beep in the audio. They just ducked the audio. They took the reporter actually drops, I think, the F-bomb, and he drops a couple of curses because he's doing a stand-up about a very dangerous road in L.A., and right behind him while he's doing the report, 2 cars smash into each other, and one of the cars drives over the sidewalk and flees the scene. Totally.
His face is poisonous.
It is crazy. All right, so you got to hear this. This is
I have it here.
You got what's this reporter's name? His name is Gene Kang. Gene Kang is on KTLA television. What is that, Channel 5 out there? KTLA, very well-known, famous TV station. He's doing a report about this dangerous road in South L.A. And here, listen to the audio. Roll it.
You see Hoover Street here. Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now...
This is perfect timing.
Yeah, he said, what the?
How did he not curse?
That guy, no, he did.
Oh, he
They
did?
just rode the pot.
Oh, yeah, he.
He's lucky.
I don't know if this was it a live shot or was he just, I think.
No, he was live.
Oh, was he live?
I heard it drop out.
Yeah, I think he said, what the F? And they brought the audio down.
Oh, that sound just, oof.
And so the car smashes into another car, and then this dark sedan then takes off on a side street. Obviously, either drugs in the car, they're drunk, suspended license, wanted murderer, and the guy just takes off like a rocket. Roll the audio. You got to hear this audio. If you love the audio, you got to see the video. Can you get the video up on our website, Coop?
Yeah, I'll work on that now.
All right, we'll get the video of this up at mjmorningshow.com in just a minute. So mjmorningshow.com, you got to see the video that goes with this audio. One more time. Here we
You
go.
see Hoover Street here. Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now...
What the?
Oh, man.
And then the car takes off down the road.
That's great.
After sideswiping another vehicle.
That's fantastic. All right, we'll get it up at mjmorningshow.com in just a second. That's mjmorningshow.com. All right, a couple of emails I got to go through here. We're loaded. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, I could use another hour. Hey, call Ted and see if we can go to 11 today.
Wow.
Yeah, Gino can sleep longer. He likes that, right?
Wow.
So I got a couple of emails I want to share with you. And then Michelle, my lovely wife, she was enlisted. A friend of ours had to deliver some words at a wedding on Saturday night. And our friend was like at a loss. Our friend, they needed some help. They were a little, they were a little nervous on what do I write? It's a friend.
You just did one. Why didn't you help?
It was a friend of theirs, and so Michelle sent over some lyrics.
Lyrics.
Hang on a minute. So
that's awesome.
So Michelle sends over some words.
Okay.
All right. Michelle sends over some words for our friend to be able to read at the wedding. All right.
All right.
So, all right. So hold on. Email number 1 today. Hey, MJ. This is from Ashley in Bradenton. Email number 1. Hey, MJ, I'm a huge fan of yours. Love the show. I always value your opinion because I feel like you are the smartest person that I know.
What?
LOL.
Okay.
They put an LOL in there. So I've been seeing these types of videos on TikTok and the internet about how we are burning through gas a lot faster than normal because they're putting more ethanol in the gas because it's cheaper. Does this have any truth to it? I've noticed it with my car and with my husband's. I used to only have to fill up my tank once, and that would last me a week and a half to almost 2 weeks. And now I feel like I'm filling up my tank every couple of days. I'm attaching one of the videos that I came across. I know you don't have TikTok, so just in case you want to see the video, send it to Festa, Roxanne, Coop. Let me know what you think. I don't need to see the. I did watch the video because I was able to click on the link. But I really don't need it. I think what she's asking is if you go to the gas station, and of course gas prices still through the roof, folks, and they'll probably go higher. But if you look at the pump, you'll see that little sticker that says contains up to 10%, at least 10% ethanol, or contains up to 10% ethanol. And of course, ethanol is derived typically from corn, and ethanol is an alcohol type product that they'll mix in the gasoline to extend the gasoline. So it's cut with like up to 10% ethanol. And I don't have the actual scientific numbers, but it is a fact that you do get less mileage in your car with the 10% ethanol. Or what is the other? Is it E85 where it's 85% ethanol?
I've seen those before as well.
Yeah. I mean, those things suck, I think. But if you have ethanol, even 10%, there'll be a slight reduction in mileage. Now, you getting nearly a week and a half to 2 weeks out of a tank of gas, Ashley, and now getting a couple of days, that doesn't make any sense at all. But it is true that a full tank of 100% gasoline versus a full tank of 90% gas and 10% ethanol, you are going to go a little less distance-wise because there is less energy produced.
Is that
more energy is produced with pure gasoline than with the 10% ethanol.
Is that a little scammy in the sense that you think you're paying for a full tank of gas and you're really paying for 90%?
Well, they've been doing it for a long time.
I know,
but you got to get the ethanol free for your boat.
But you're creating less energy. When you burn ethanol, there is less, I think it's BTUs. Less BTUs are created with ethanol than with 100% gasoline.
Why can't we harvest the power of methane?
Listen to this email I got.
With Bill Nye over
or
here.
meth.
Listen to this. Well, it's funny you say that. Listen to this email. Dear MJ Morning Show, buy GHB and GBL online.
Ooh.
Also, 4 MMC, 5 Meo DMT, Tramadol 50 milligrams, DMT, crystal meth, APVP, ketamine, LSD, ecstasy, Molly, MDPV, U47700, Adderall, crack, and uncracked cocaine, methadone, oxycodone, potassium cyanide.
I do not want this website.
Xanax, methadone, 4-MCC, diazepam, Adderall.
Any angel Trump?
All inquiries welcome 24/7.
WhatsApp number 469-431. There's a phone number on it. I've got a whole list of illegal drugs that people are soliciting me to buy. This is an email I just got.
Web?
Yeah, seriously.
What is this?
Froggy and I will confiscate that email for you.
Yeah.
Is this the Silk Road?
What is this? What did I just get?
They know something we don't about you.
I think, well, it went to the MJ Morning Show. It could be any of you guys.
At least they had the uncracked cocaine.
What is that?
That's hard to find.
It says crack cocaine and then it says uncracked cocaine. What does that mean?
Is it just like regular?
I don't know.
It's like the Coke Zero of crack.
Why am I getting this?
It's clear Coke.
It's a whole like shopping list of drugs. Unbelievable.
Me and Fesher will take the, what was it, methadone?
Yeah, so what'd you buy?
I bought nothing. I'm not buying anything.
I thought you were going to tell us what you bought.
All right, when we get back, by the way, this concludes the very, very super long segment of the uninterrupted MJ Morning Show. Well, we're back in just a few minutes, but let me tell you what's coming up. A cashier saved a customer's life in the supermarket, and you got to hear what she did. And when I say you got to hear what she did, you really got to hear what she did. Cashier saves a customer's life in cardiac arrest. You got to hear it. Also, Michelle helping out our good friend with some words for a wedding speech. And Michelle sent over just, listen, a ready-to-go speech about the new married couple. And I'll wait till you hear this whole story. And that's just scratching the surface. Hang on, folks. Don't move. We're back in just a few minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
and the crew at 9:01 here on a Monday. And, of course, the massive breaking news last night was that Tom Brady is back, unretired with the Bucs. And, of course, if you've listened to the MJ Morning Show, we always floated this possibility. And even as late as last Wednesday, how do I roll this back again, Coop? I just I hit this button all the way back. Here we go. Even as late as last Wednesday, I said this on the
and of
air.
course,
Listen,
the story that Gronkowski's going to sign with the Bills for his last year in the NFL, and then he's going to sign with the Rams. As I've said all along, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. I think it's a possibility that a bombshell will be dropped and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
How would he do that for his legacy, though?
I'm telling you, don't rule it out.
so that is from Wednesday. We mentioned it, I think, 2 or 3 or 4 other times in the weeks prior. You know, when Tom Brady announced his retirement, like the week before the Super Bowl, we mentioned that as one of the possibilities right off the bat. So there you have it.
And I, for the record, have talked about how I don't care about Tom anymore if he's not going to be part of the Bucs, and that was a lie. I absolutely care. I just didn't want to admit it. Now that he's coming back, I feel better about myself and Tampa. Like, I feel better about where we live.
Wow.
I really do. I didn't realize how much I relied on him.
You really
I mean, for
did.
real, the guy just plays with the toys with us like a bear and a little kitty cat. Just batting us around. Not cool, Tom.
Like a cat in a ball of yarn, is that it?
You're just messing with us, man. You're messing with our emotions.
My lovely wife, Michelle, came to the rescue and assisted a friend in need. This was on Saturday, and a friend of ours was going to a friend's wedding. Now, we know these other people that were getting married. We're just not, like, really good friends, so we were not invited to the wedding, which is fine because, I hate going to weddings. But Michelle gets a call from our friend. I have to speak at the wedding. They want me to say something. The married couple wants me to say something at the wedding, at the reception. Do you have any ideas? Can you help me out? So Michelle says, and our friend was panicking. Our friend was having, because, our friend is not like a public speaker per se, and just a little apprehensive.
If you don't do it, it's nerve-wracking.
A little nervous, didn't know what to say. So Michelle sends our friend over like a little speech.
Okay.
On talking about, this married couple, and our friend was so happy. Our friend was so thrilled. Our friend was relieved that Michelle took this burden off her shoulder, at least the writing of it, but, still had it delivered, obviously. You want me to share a little bit what Michelle sent over?
Yeah.
Sure.
So Michelle sends this over, and it's about the couple, and the whole thing was going to be set up that I want you guys to look at each other as I read this. You guys are obviously having, wedded bliss. Tom and Millie, you guys are going to have a great life together, a great marriage. So they're supposed to, like, look into each other's eyes. And as our friend was, reading this, and you want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Here we go.
Absolutely, yeah.
Looking in your eyes, I see paradise. The world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you. This love in my heart that I'm feeling for you. Let them say we're crazy. I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. And in fact, that's really kind of what's happening right now, isn't it?
Without,
that's why Michelle's words were so, spot on here. That even though the world's falling apart, they're still in love, and it's
so
a very
relevant.
It is, baby. We can make it if we're heart to heart.
Okay.
And we can build this dream together. Standing strong forever.
Forever, right.
Isn't that great?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So
Beautiful.
She's
Beautiful.
like
Isn't that phenomenal?
Yeah.
And she didn't know it.
Right. And
if this world runs out of lovers,
Oh, beautiful.
we'll still have each other.
You know why?
I'm so glad I found you. I'm not going to lose you. Whatever it takes, I will stay here with you, take you to the good times, see you through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm going to do. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby. Don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic?
I mean, it's a little...
Yeah. Michelle was working on that all Saturday morning and then, rushed it over to Christine, our friend, for Tom and Millie's wedding. And yeah, Coop, what do you have?
Chrissy's on hold.
Who?
Chrissy? She's a listener.
Okay, all right,
But
Chrissy.
she has a...
All right. Hey, Chrissy, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, I wanted to tell you that song is a song already, so Michelle didn't work too hard on it.
What do you mean?
What?
I'm pretty sure every one of those words I've sang before. I remember the lyrics to it, but I can't think of the name of the song. But, I mean, that's definitely nothing that she made up.
Wait a minute. You're telling me Michelle didn't write, my wife didn't write these? You say these are lyrics to a song?
I'm pretty sure I sing that song.
No, come on. No.
Chrissy, you obviously cannot name the song, right?
No, come on.
Well, I because if he would put it together smoothly and say it instead of reading it, if you would kind of hum it and put it together, I think I would know the words.
No, that can't be a song. There's no way that Michelle would send Christina a Starship song to read the lyrics at the wedding. No, come on. There's no way that Michelle would do that. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you. Love in my heart that I'm... Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading the sheet. It isn't.
Let them say we're crazy.
Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, make it if we're heart to heart. Whoa, you're telling me? We can build this thing together. Stand strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. She left the "nothing's gonna stop us now" part out.
I mean, why did you not take it all the way to the finish line and leave the "nothing's gonna stop us now"?
I never realized how beautiful the words are in that song until Michelle wrote them out like that.
By the way, I think that song is on lists of like one of the worst songs ever.
No, I don't mind that song every now and then.
Hold on. Roxanne, look and see if Starship's Never Gonna Stop Us Now is on one of the worst song lists for like corniest lyrics. Anyway, what was your name again?
Chrissy, and I would say I would have got a divorce if someone had said that to me. I wouldn't even marry them.
Wow. Looks like something will be stopping you.
All right, thanks for the call. You were right. Yeah, you had heard those words before.
Okay.
Thanks, MJ. You guys have a great day.
You have a great day, too.
So, MJ, I know how you love history.
So, Michelle sent that over as a joke.
Yeah, well.
So, Ed didn't tell our friend, Michelle.
Did they read it? Did they go through with it?
I think they did.
You know what? I think you're confusing it with "We Built This City." That's the one that's hated.
No way. That's love.
No, "We Built This City" is also, I know that is also on lists of, like worst songs ever. But I thought that "Nothing's Gonna Stop." That was from the movie Mannequin, by the way.
You want to talk about the creepiest movie ever?
Andrew McCarthy and who was the hot babe in that?
That was from Sex and the City chick, right?
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
She's a mannequin in a department store, and then she turns to real life and has sex with McCarthy.
That's right. The mannequin. Was somebody on drugs when they came up with this concept?
The mannequin turns to real life.
I think they were. I gotta call Michelle quickly because there's something else I got to talk to her about. Because you know what? Michelle brought something up to me like 2 months ago, and I forgot about it. And I haven't seen it. But, hey, let me get Michelle on the phone. I'm going to call her cell phone just in case she's already downstairs and not near the under-the-bed landline, which I usually call her on. Very musical show today, you know?
Hello.
Are you still in bed?
I am.
Oh, I could have called you on the landline. Hey, I just talked about the wedding speech that you sent over to Christine.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you read it?
I read it.
Yeah, we read it.
Isn't it good?
I read it, and somebody called up and said, Michelle didn't write that. Those words sound familiar. I think it's a song.
That's funny.
And then, of course, we played the song. All right, so anyway, that was pretty fun. Do you know, did Christine read it at the wedding?
I don't believe she did.
Oh.
I don't think she appreciated my efforts.
Hey, what did you tell me? I think it's a couple of months ago. Hold on a minute. You told me something a couple of months ago, and you said it was the worst, most annoying thing that you've ever seen in your life. And I thought I jotted it down because I wanted to talk about it, and I forgot until I saw an item last night that it's what did you see at Walgreens? And you said, what the heck are they doing?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you see at Walgreens?
They're flashing door signs on their beverages in the
Those are new
the
displays.
refrigerated section. It's like a digital board that just keeps continuously flashing different, advertising for different products inside of
And
it.
every freezer is different with what's in the freezer.
Yeah. So instead of having,
I think they're cool looking.
Instead of having regular glass,
What was that?
Yeah, they put
Oh
up
my
like a
gosh.
screen or a tablet type.
what me choking?
I heard it.
that was me. I apologize.
Not only was it a cough, it was the most ugly on-air cough ever. I was like,
Sorry for the little hairball in the throat, folks. No, but apparently, instead of having just like glass doors that you look through to see the Coke or the Pepsi or the mug root beer or the iced tea or the Aquafina or the Evian water, now instead of having a regular glass cooler door that you grab the handle and opening up, there's like a video screen that will have a video of what's inside.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is that? So, Michelle, you hated it, right?
Well, I think it's like seizure-inducing. I mean, they ought to have a sign or something that warns people.
It's
Because
an
so
advertising
much.
board. It's a direct-to-customer advertising.
I saw a story last night that Walgreens replaced some fridge doors with screens, and some shoppers absolutely hate it. That's the headline of the CNN business story. And, Michelle, you saw it. It's been a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while they came out with those.
And, Michelle, which Walgreens did you see it at? Do you remember?
I didn't even know. It was the one by us up here on Kennedy, but I didn't even know. I kept going up and down the aisle looking for the refrigerated section, and I was like, where's all the milk and water and drinks? Like, I didn't even realize it was there. And then all of a sudden I looked at the doors, and I was like, wait a minute. And it just took me a while to even process. That's what had happened. And then I was like, I don't even know what door to go into.
Yeah,
It's when they say like drinks on the top, and then they say like milk on the top.
They're called cooler screens.
No.
I wish I developed that.
Michelle says they're not cooler. Michelle says they are much hated screens. Is that right?
They are. They're terrible. They're seizure-inducing, annoying screens.
And the CNN story says essentially the same thing, that there have been 4 deaths so far from people having seizures. No, I'm kidding. But CNN Business is talking about Walgreens and other retailers swapping out the clear fridge freezer doors at thousands of stores instead of adding opaque doors with iPad-like screens showing what's inside. So that's what it is.
It's waste.
What?
It's just a waste. Why not just have a clear door so you can clearly see what is inside?
It's weird because the digital screen has pictures of what's inside.
Duh, so why don't you just look through the glass and see what's inside?
Yeah.
You're not really trying to get attention. I mean, when people want to get ice cream, they go to the ice cream. It's not like a point of purchase thing.
Here's why. It's because the screen will always be perfect. If it's not completely filled out, or if the labels are turned around.
The one I went to in Walgreens in Orlando, 2 of them were burned out.
You had to open the door anyway.
They were missing teeth.
So you couldn't even see what was in it?
Yeah, you can't. It was like a black screen.
It was like a black screen.
I'm like, this is I'm like, this is a horrible display.
All right, that sounds like the dumbest thing. Michelle told me that she actually experienced the Walgreens digital cooler screen, and
Michelle, you absolutely hated it, right?
Oh, yeah, I won't be going back there for anything like that again.
It's like a club when you walk in.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
I go to
exactly.
Walgreens for all my cooler items.
Is that the intention to like repel customers like my wife Michelle?
Seems like it.
I can't imagine they want to repel customers with their freezers.
All right, Michelle. I'll talk to you
Well,
later.
they are.
All right, see you in a bit, all right?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, Julian is getting dropped off here in like 2 minutes.
Here at the station?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because Julian was with friends in Old Northeast, right down the road here last night. You know, seeing his old Shorecrest buddies, and they're dropping him off here at the studio so I can bring him home.
Oh, it's
You
like
better make sure he has everything.
Well, he's already on the way. He said, I just got a text. He's going to be here in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's too late now. If he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. We're not going back.
Hey, Coop, I'm going to need you to go downstairs and let Julian in. Is that okay? I'll let you know when he says he's here. So we can talk to Julian maybe in the last segment of the show.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle, I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right. Bye.
Hey, another retail store story, and this is actually, I think, a much better story here. A cashier has saved a customer's life by doing this and humming a well-known song for 23 minutes. So what did a cashier at a supermarket do? What was she humming and what was she doing for 23 minutes?
Oh, I know.
That saved a customer's life.
How could you possibly know?
Was she making out with him?
No, she was. It's a.
What was she doing, Roxanne?
Staying alive.
For
You got it.
23 minutes?
23 minutes.
Took him that long to come back to life?
Roxanne, can you sing the song again?
No, you want me to repeat that? That's the extent of me singing this song.
That's all I
Here
need.
we go. Of course, this has been talked about for years, that when you perform CPR, if you want to know the proper rhythm to do CPR on an individual that has had a heart attack and cardiac arrest, if you need to perform CPR, just hum and sing Staying Alive, because it's the proper beats per minute to perform CPR to. So a cashier saved a customer's life. Happened actually in Manchester, England, where Tom Brady was just at a Manchester United game over the weekend before announcing he was unretiring here in Tampa Bay. Songs with 100 to 120 beats per minute can be useful as a guide to perform hands-only CPR. And that's exactly what a supermarket worker did by singing the Bee Gees song for 23 minutes straight while performing CPR. Gail Tomlinson, 38, used the beat of Staying Alive to perform the life-saving resurrection, or I should say resuscitation.
No, nobody got resurrected in this.
At a supermarket in England. So how about that?
Yeah, 103 beats per minute on that song.
And that's the sweet spot. 100 to 120 beats per minute.
Wow.
Is what you want to perform CPR to. And 23 minutes, that's a long response time before the EMTs got there.
It's dedication.
Tell them to take their time. I'm singing the song right now.
I can't listen to Bee Gees that long.
23
I'd be like, stop.
Just over and over again. Boom, 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 boom.
MJ, if you were singing Bee Gees to me for 23 minutes, I would welcome death. I'd be like,
yeah, can I get any other 108
just
BPM
kill
song?
me now.
Just let me go.
Ugh.
I see the light on the other side. Just let me go. Stop.
She's just in his face.
Get me out of my misery. Isn't that what we did to terrorists? Didn't we put them in their room and play the Bee Gees or something?
I think that was one of the songs. Hey, Coop, do me a favor. Can you roll downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, do you need to do any recording in here?
Nah, I'll get it later.
Okay. Yeah, go downstairs. Julian, my son, is downstairs in the lobby. So if you can let him in real quick and bring him on in so we can talk to Julian.
Exciting.
Yeah, in the final segment of the show. All right, listen, I got a lot to get to next. Do you agree with this statement, Roxanne, that there's not enough bourbon
Yes.
because daylight saving time is a living hell for parents?
Yes.
Do you agree with that statement?
Wholeheartedly.
All right, hold on. That and Hollywood Dirt. Man, I'll tell you what, that raccoon-eyed Pete Davidson is like finally coming alive here.
Is he finally tired of being Kanye's punching bag?
For real.
We have a lot to get to, folks. Don't move. We're back in a minute here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't move. Let's talk money, stock market, like a roller coaster. You know what? The stock market is like iron gwazi these days. I'm serious. It's like the steepest drops and big climbs. And
it comes back.
Listen, the bottom line is I got to introduce you to Steve and Elizabeth Holland. Do you have an investment portfolio that can weather the crazy storms, the ups and downs, these unexpected events like the Russian-Ukrainian situation? That's a black swan event. Do you have a portfolio that can weather the crazy storms? I want you to talk to Steve and Elizabeth Holland because they can build you a portfolio. They stress test portfolios. There are ways to make sure that you don't get walloped when there are unforeseen events. When was the last time you had a second opinion, folks, with your... Q105, 9:31. Man, we got a lot to cram in here. Julian in studio. Talk to Julian in just a second. My son just got dropped off by some friends. Coop, you just got a message from your bro?
Yes, I would like to verify some information that was talked about on the show the last segment.
And what was that information?
So my brother's a fireman, and we were talking about the Bee Gees Staying Alive. If you do that,
yep.
The beats per minute to that song is good to do CPR along with.
Yep.
And he texted me and said, I'm watching the show live on the live stream, and the thing about the CPR thing is totally true. So, MJ, you are right.
Yeah, it's well known.
It is. And your bro is a... firefighter EMT where?
In Osceola County.
Osceola County. So not far from what, Disney and...
Yeah, he's like Lake Buena Vista, that area.
Yeah, Lake Buena Vista. That's technically, I believe, the address for Disney, right? It's Lake Buena Vista.
I can't tell what's Orange County, what's Osceola County. I don't know.
Yeah, true story.
Your parents must be really confused about their pride level on their son.
Hey, listen, they got two kids working at two stations, the fire station and the radio station.
There you go.
Hey, I don't want to alarm folks here, but there's something going on in Sarasota. All right, let me turn to...
Oh, man, let it go.
It's the opposite of this, by the way. There's something going on in Sarasota. 2 bodies found, and people are talking about could there be a serial killer in and around Sarasota?
That's terrifying.
Yeah. You found the story also. I've seen it now for a couple of days, and you had two bodies that were found, like, I believe 6 days apart near the same area. And now the chatter is there a serial killer? It's been a while since there's been a serial killer running around Florida. But then again, if people are missing, or I guess you don't always know if it's a serial killer. But my buddy Andrew, remember Andrew Gunther?
How can I forget?
Remember, Andrew is with Advanced ESI. They've done my home theater stuff for 18 years. Anything that I need home theater wise, I remember we had an intern associated with it. Remember? Yeah. So Andrew just dropped me a text that a lot of people in Sarasota are talking about. There's a possible serial killer running around.
What?
Yeah, he's heard it from a bunch of people. He lives down in Sarasota.
Okay, it's just an idea. There's no.
Was there more than two, or is it two?
I mean,
that makes it serial?
Mystery of two women found on the same trail walk in Sarasota. It prompts serial killer fears down in Sarasota.
I feel like lately when we hear about serial killers, it's always related to dating sites. Like those are the main here. I don't see a lot of serial killer headlines lately.
A lot of the famous serial killers, they were doing their thing before there was like
old school
Tinder and Bumble. Right?
Ted Bundy just used to pick you up on the side of the road.
Come
in with me. What?
Elaine Warnos had a way about her.
He was using the side of the road app. That's what he was using.
Elaine Warnos is on apps. Yeah. Let me find the next victim.
She was on Rest Stop. That was the app that she was on. What didn't she pick up? Warnos, didn't she pick up like the guys in Florida rest stops, right?
Hitchhiking and
yeah.
Good old Elaine.
All right, so, I just thought I'd pass this along because Andrew just texted me, and he's like, many people are talking about this now down in Sarasota. Do they have a serial killer running around? I hope that's not the case. And listen, two bodies found. I mean, that's the same place? I don't think that's a coincidence. That sounds like a dumping ground is what it sounds like, which is nuts. Andrew, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Andrew.
Listen, well, that just kind of gives me the insight of what he's plugged into Sarasota, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's been there for decades.
He's a catch of the county, I hear.
Andrew, yeah.
Really is.
Plus, listen, he's been doing my home theater stuff for 18 years, so he's got to be good, right?
We got that. We got that. He does your home theater stuff.
Advanced ESI, by the way.
What is it called?
Advanced ESI.
And almost 2 decades, you say.
Long time.
Julian is in the studio.
Hey, Julian.
Hello.
Hey, my son Julian just got dropped off. Who dropped you off, by the way?
My friend Jack.
Is Jack a good driver?
He's a safe driver.
Yeah. All right. Because Jack has one of those new Broncos, right?
Yeah, he's a Broncos Sport, which it's fun.
Is he? And he's a good driver?
He is, yeah. It's pretty safe.
All right, so he's not going over the speed limit?
I mean, only when, it's honestly safer to follow everybody else.
Oh, is that the excuse?
I mean, hey, if you're going over the Howard Franklin and it's like...
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Didn't
flow.
I text you and I told you to tell Jack to slow down?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was last time. Jack picked up Julian at our house in South Tampa, and I'm watching Julian on our Life 360 app, and Jack was going like 82, and what'd I say?
He was like, tell Jack to slow down.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, because I can tell how fast Julian's going on the app. So, welcome to our studio, Julian. This is the first time you've ever been in the MJ Morning Show Q105 studio.
Are you impressed?
Isn't it awesome?
I think this is the worst studio I've ever been in.
What? Julian, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I think this is like the worst studio I've ever been in.
It's only the second you've been in, Julian. Relax.
No, I mean, it's... Yeah.
Maybe third.
It's homey. It's homey. Come on.
It's cozy.
What, you don't like the warmth and the stench? And
No, well, it's Julian, what is it small?
It's the claustrophobicness for me.
It's a type.
It is claustrophobic. You are correct.
What do you think of the line of sight that I can barely see all of my co-hosts?
Yeah, I mean...
It's like I'm looking through a peephole at your dad.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, talk up a song or something. You got any of your dad's chops?
I mean, not really.
No.
No.
All right, never mind.
Well,
have you been cooking anything, Julian? Like you're the star chef in your school, right?
I mean, with the air fryer,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Okay, star chef and air fryer boy are two different people.
Did I tell you the story that a good friend of mine from high school is a bigwig at Tyson Foods? and sent a 50-pound frozen box of Tyson chicken nuggets to Julian's school for him?
Yeah.
I couldn't cram all of them in the freezers, so I had to take one of our extra little mini fridges and crank it all the way to 10. And the whole thing just went icebox.
Yeah.
So that's how they're in there.
50 pounds of nuggets from my friend at Tyson. So
you better get eaten.
All right, Julian, we got a few more minutes and we'll hit the road and go home, all right?
Gotcha.
All right, fantastic.
My kids are coming to work tomorrow, so this is like bring your kids to work week.
Hey, guys, I did okay with daylight saving time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So
Oddly.
I have a story here. This was in the New York Post over the weekend. And look at the headline. What is wrong with this headline? I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Coop, can you see the headline on the camera?
Yep, clear as day.
Clear as day, the whole thing?
Yep.
All right, read the headline from the camera.
There's not enough bourbon. Daylight savings time is a living hell for parents.
What is wrong with this headline?
Oh, no.
What is wrong with the headline?
I think you'd be the only one that noticed this.
No. What is wrong with the headline? Anybody? Julian, you want to take a look? What's wrong with the headline? Do you know? There's a problem. This is a newspaper making a mistake with the headline. The New
Can
York
I look
Post.
at that? I'm visual.
Yeah.
I have to see
Yeah,
that.
right here. What's wrong with this?
There is not enough bourbon. Oh, is it this? Should it be saving without an S?
Exactly. It's not daylight savings.
You know what's crazy?
It's daylight saving time.
That's one of those things people make that mistake so commonly. It's almost become acceptable to say it that way.
You're the outlier by correcting it.
It's almost like the headline writer was all liquored up on bourbon.
Yeah, probably.
It's just a story about how daylight saving time is a living hell for parents, and what they drown their problems with alcohol.
I mean, these punk kids of ours
This
want to stay
woman's-
out and play later.
Woman reluctantly rolls out of bed, already fearing having to awaken her groggy 6-year-old Bexley for school the next day. She thinks to herself, there's not enough bourbon in the world to get me through this daylight saving hell.
Right, she's an alcoholic. Okay, and you named your kid Bexley.
I'm just
Bexley.
gonna name him Bexley.
Hey, let's name our kid Bexley.
I got to be honest. I think I handled the changeover very well. I'm not dragging. I feel good. Michelle and I were in bed. We were in bed like at 1 or just before 1. So at the actual switchover at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, we were asleep. And
Sweet.
And I woke up. I woke up at 7:45, which would have been just what? That would have been 6:45, right?
Still pretty early.
Yeah,
for a weekend.
Yeah. So I thought I think I bounced okay. Guys, look what I have right here. You know what this is?
No.
Oh, is that a COVID test?
Yes. Do you know what COVID test this is?
I hope
The
it's
China one.
Well, it is made in China, son of a.
What?
This is the second round of free government tests, guys. You're not
Oh,
gonna you're not gonna believe this. I said, what the hell? Listen, our tax dollars paid for them, and if you ordered the first round of free COVID 15-minute rapid antigen tests,
right?
If you ordered the first batch, you're eligible to order a whole second batch of 4 more test kits. And this is what's amazing. I ordered these on Thursday afternoon at like 1 o'clock. They arrived on Friday. They came in one freaking day.
That's pretty cool.
What a difference.
You know what that means?
What?
Means I'm
nobody's ordering them.
Exactly. It means I'm the only one in the country, I think, that's ordered. They had 100,000 people were waiting for my order to come in. I got it the next freaking day. How's that? I got a package again. I've got a package. I ordered some Loctite lighting parts for my scuba lighting rig and my video. And this still hasn't arrived. 3.5 weeks. Again, another package out of Pennsylvania. Luckily, I called them up and they UPS'd me a replacement, which I got like a week ago. I'm still waiting for, again, U.S. Postal Service first-class mail from Horsham, Pennsylvania to my place in Tampa. MIA. Nowhere. It shipped out like 3.5 weeks ago. Gone. Who knows where it is. But hey, my COVID test, the new batch of COVID tests, those arrived in like less than 24 hours.
That's cool.
It's like overnight.
Didn't your last test take forever to get here?
Oh, the last ones took a long time.
But everybody was ordering those.
Yeah, you guys got yours in a week.
That's right.
And I ordered the same exact day that Kim did, which was the day before the official launch. And you guys got yours in exactly a week, and it took mine like...
Well, we're special.
I think it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to get mine. All right, final items before we get out of here today. Yeah, I might as well just go a little late today.
Well,
you know, I MJ. Well,
No, I've got too much. Listen,
Stick to the club.
Tom Brady unretiring, man. What a story. It's elongated the whole show today. I'm going to blame it on Brady. That's it. I'm blaming it on Brady if I go late. I love this story. Coop, do you have the picture up there? Do you have the story of the Russian dude?
Oh, I have a video.
Oh, you have the video. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw the still shots. Listen to this. Russian McDonald's fan chains himself to the McDonald's in order to attempt to stop them from closing the place. Because, McDonald's, with the whole Ukrainian-Russian war, you've got tons of companies that are shutting down. And McDonald's, in protest of Putin invading and killing and blowing up Ukraine, McDonald's is closing 850 locations in Russia.
that is a really, really large amount of people and revenue.
And here's a Russian guy at a McDonald's that was about to close down. He chained himself to the door in a last-ditch attempt to try to keep them from closing down the store. And you ought to see this guy.
I want my filet-o-fish.
This guy, his weight, I'm guessing, is...
He's named Tiny. He looks like a Tiny.
This guy, I think, weighs more than all of the McDonald's employees and customers inside.
He's 500 pounds.
You've got to see this guy. He is
It is so cliche that he looks like that.
Yeah.
He looks like Chumley in his prime.
He's chained himself to the front door of a McDonald's somewhere in Russia.
Would they use the anchor chains of the Titanic?
Look,
this guy's an animal.
He is the hero that the Russian people need right now.
This guy, he ought to be a Putin replacement, you know?
Got to be a Mr. Kool-Aid.
They ought to take Putin out. And this guy's name is Luka Safronov, and he was videoed protesting and chaining himself to the door of a McDonald's restaurant.
It's the biggest chain ever.
In Moscow. This was in Moscow.
And he could rip that door out if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could.
You ought to see the size of this guy. This guy ought to be like some Russian wrestler.
Yes, I see you.
I'm Luka Safronov.
I see you at summer.
I'm the McDonald's monster. That's what they...
Grimace.
All right, you got the video up?
There's two videos from two different angles, so you can see them now.
All right, you got to go check this guy out.
You need two angles to see all of it.
You got to see this guy. MJMorningshow.com. That's MJMorningshow.com. Hey, speaking of Putin, I'm not going to spend much time on this, but there are kind of rumblings going around that he might have roid rage.
He is in good shape. He does look like he might be on the juice.
You know what? Folks are saying that this whole incursion, this whole invasion into Ukraine, is it possibly fed by roid rage? Is the guy?
Hey, dude, Rob Ripple here, and I got a lot to say about roid rage, dude.
Yeah, what's that?
You remember me, Rob Ripple, 4-time junior Mr. Olympian, dude?
Okay.
I don't know. I was addicted to steroids for 25 years, and it gives you rage. That's it.
But you're better now.
No, really, I'm not. Fat ass, you got a problem with that?
Wait, listen, don't pull up Putin
All right.
on me.
I'll blow you up.
Listen, just because you've been doing roids so long that all your junk is shriveled up right now, don't
It's
focus.
actually inside me.
Don't focus.
I got an innie.
Dude, I'm going to kick you in your innie.
Hey, what's pie? Froggy, what's pie?
Yeah, there's all kinds. There's apple. There's cherry. There's fruit.
Minced meat.
There's chicken pot.
Festa, what's pie?
I know what pie is.
Roxanne, do you know what pie is?
Yeah, I know what pie is.
What's pie?
3.14.
How far out can you go?
That's it. What else? Why else would you need to go beyond 1.4?
You can't go. You can't go a little further.
Okay,
no, I can't go any further than that.
3.14159. Hey,
Okay, I guess now that sounds familiar now when you say it like
Julian, how far out with pie can you go without looking at a phone?
Well, no, I just know pie. I just know 3.14159.
Okay, that's all you know.
It's my phone password.
Isn't that that stupid
That's
song?
all. That's what you just say.
It's my phone password.
Give me your phone.
Your phone password is pie. Are you going to change it now? You just broadcast it all over the place.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody cares about
let's
his phone,
get
right?
Julian's phone. We could watch videos of him and his buddy jeeping.
The reason why I'm mentioning pie is why?
Today is Pie Day.
It is, because today is 3/14. Today's 3/14 or 3.14 for March 14th.
That's a stretch.
It's a day for math nerds.
Okay, it's a day for pizza restaurants to have a sale or
They do.
something.
And that's or cake or pie places. So there are pizza pie deals around the country. Papa John's, buy one regular price large pie, get the second one
What about a Shaq-a-roni?
How about, is that true, Shaq?
For 314, is that true, Shaq?
Well, today's pie day, and if you want a Shaq-a-roni, you go to Papa John's.
Shaq, how far out can you do pie?
3.
3 change.
But I would like to tell everybody that $1 from every Shaq-a-roni goes to charities people care about.
$1 from every Shaq-a-roni goes to charities people depend on.
No, you missed it out, Shaq.
Seriously,
Depend on.
Shaq, I know you're a very smart guy.
Yeah.
How far out can you do pie?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Go ahead.
3.14159265358
Jesus, Shaq.
7
Beautiful mind.
9323846
Shaq.
2643383
Shaq.
79
I didn't realize how smart Shaq was.
My gosh, you're brilliant.
288419
Shaq.
71693993751. I mean, I could go on.
I mean, this is impressive. That's my password.
And actually, that's all correct.
Did I actually?
You just hit the dun-dun.
Sorry.
You just touched the screen and played dun-dun.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, don't. Just don't touch the screen.
All right, I'm sorry.
MJ Morning Show.
Yeah. Shaq, we're impressed.
Thank you very much.
Shaq
Listen.
just turned 50.
Who?
Stop
Yeah.
pushing the screen.
People say Fester is a large rude
I just want to play that because
When was my birthday?
March 6th. So it just happened.
Boo.
Oh wow, Shaq has the same birthday as my wife. Wow.
But seriously, there are pie deals out. So Papa John's, and you got the Honey Baked Ham Company. Honey Baked Ham, $3.14 off an apple caramel walnut pie.
I want ham.
But you got to have some coupon from online.
When I think of getting pies, I think of the Honey Baked Ham store.
Whole Foods Market, $3.14 off a large apple pie or cherry pie.
Yeah, it only costs $86 in the first place.
Yeah. All right, before we get out of here, folks, just a couple of things.
It's a $55 apple pie. Hey, save $3.
You mean at Whole Paycheck?
At Whole Paycheck.
Exactly.
That's right.
Is Pete Davidson finally here, folks? Is Pete Davidson finally waking up? Was he like laying low and playing possum for a while? And now he's going to swing back at because Kanye has said all kinds of nasty things, wishing him dead. Kanye shot that video with Pete Davidson, like a head with X's in his eyes, buried in the dirt.
All right. Not that I take the high road often, but there's only so long you can keep your mouth shut and stay out of it and let the crazy person be crazy before you have to unleash on them.
I wouldn't mess with Kanye.
Well, here's the thing. Pete is a really, really, really good articulator and talker, and he's a funny guy, so he knows how to verbally jab somebody. Now, getting into a fight's a totally different story.
Pete Davidson, did he really put on social media a picture of him and Kim Kardashian in bed saying, "Hey, I'm in bed with your wife"?
Well, he was like threatening him. He said, "Where are you at right now?"
Do you have the screenshots of all the texts? It reads like a boxing fight.
Pete Davidson's so famous now.
He shared a selfie in bed with Kim as Kanye tried to, continue to berate Pete Davidson. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever had.
No, met.
Hold on.
He's had a few
Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. I'm sorry.
The best MILF he's ever had.
Whoa. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing, and you are so bleeping lucky that she's your kid's mom. He wrote that to Kanye West. Then he demanded that Kanye take his erratic public battle to a private place and stop making it all public. Listen, Kanye West is mental. There's something wrong with the guy.
Is he bipolar?
I don't know. There's something wrong with Kanye.
And then Pete Davidson is borderline personality.
So Pete sends this whole...
Kim has a type.
Pete sends this whole thing to Kanye. Kanye write, where are you right now? In bed with your wife.
and then he calls him the P word.
So then Kanye writes back, "Hey, happy to see you're out of the hospital and rehab." Yeah, same here. I wonder what those places will do when you get help.
Kanye and they're going back and forth on this stuff. And then I saw that Pete Davidson actually got a Kim Kardashian tattoo on his chest.
I was just going to say, how many tattoos that guy have?
Well, he was having them all laser removed, and now he's having more put back on.
Get it.
Apparently, Pete has a tattoo of Hillary Clinton. I didn't know this.
Get out of here.
I mean, yeah, I think
he
he
really?
was busting his chops for that as well.
All right, we got to roll. We're running a little late here today, but listen, Tom Brady retired. Blame Tom Brady. That's what made the show long today, Ted. All right, so welcome back. Tom Brady is unretired. Exactly what we told you on the show. Do we? Let me play it one more time, folks. As late as last Wednesday, this was on the MJ Morning Show.
The story
Here, listen to this.
Gronkowski's going to sign with the Bills for his last year in the
From
NFL,
Wednesday.
and then he's going to sign with the Rams. As I've said all along, don't be surprised if Tom Brady unretires. I think it's a possibility that a bombshell will be dropped and Tom Brady's coming back to the Bucs.
How would he do that for his legacy, though?
I'm telling you, don't rule it out.
Of course, that prediction came true last night. Tom Brady's back. Another season with the Bucs. Hey, before we get out of here, before final words, I want to talk about my buddy Gary Gordon. Gary Gordon, of course, the general manager over at Fields BMW. Listen, there's something about Fields BMW. You have obviously choices when it comes to buying or leasing your next brand new BMW or certified pre-owned. When it comes to BMW, folks, ask yourself a question. You guys know me. I'm pretty specific. I'm pretty particular. I've been a Fields BMW customer since 1999. Yeah, we live in South Tampa. Why do we love Fields? Listen, you need service, scheduled oil change, whatever. They send a valet to your house or your business. They bring you a loaner car. They take yours, get it serviced, then bring it back, and you've got a loaner. I mean, how does it get more convenient than that? This month at Fields BMW, lease a 2022 BMW X1 S-Drive 28i, just $469 a month for 36 months, only $3769 due at signing. Offer ends March 31st. Restrictions apply. See the website for details, fieldsbmw.com. Fields, for BMW folks, go where I go. Don't buy anywhere else. Fields BMW I-4, exit 33 in Lakeland. Hey, Rox, where did everyone go? I got Fester walked out, Froggy walked out. We always come back with a little bit more.
I know. What's wrong with these guys? But Julian's here.
All right, folks. Julian, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yeah. I mean, thank you, and it's been fun.
All right. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow for the Tuesday show. It's the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Website is loaded, mjmorningshow.com. And let's be careful out there.
Good morning. Hear the latest MJ Morning Show podcast on the Q105 app. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
You know, interest rates are historically low. Take advantage of them right now. If you don't know where to start, I'm going to tell you. Hey, it's MJ, and if you're curious about refinancing